What's going on, guys? Naruto Black Ops here, and yeah, so you know, been a while, guys, been a while, but yeah, so let me tell you guys like why I was going. See, I wasn't really thinking about like any what ifs. Like, I was like, wait, what if what I do? But then I was like, dang, I don't know what if I should do. So I was like, hold up, why should I do what ifs? Maybe I could look up to a fanfic. So I looked up some fanfics, and I found one, which is basically it said the is title is the system of negative, but under that, when I clicked on it, under it said, what if Deku had this system? So it basically, he explains, the person that made this was what was it hold up, guys, let me see. I should have like the picture for Deku up right now. Yeah. The when he goes rogue, whatever happens. I think I have that picture up. Yeah, that costume, like we can obviously see that sucker has never taken a shower since he's left. We can obviously see that, but still, like, look at him. I can't see him, but like if you can see it, like, look at him. But his name is YouTube Fox Online. So okay, so yes, his name is YouTube Fox Online. Go check him out. I don't know if he has other fanfics out or this is his first fanfic, because this did come out this year. And like, well, hold up, this came out like a few weeks ago. Okay. I don't know if this is his first fanfic, but yeah, let's get into this. So before we get into this, let me tell you guys like what the negative system is. What I read, the guy basically explained that the negative system, or what he means by system, is like the negative system. He's basically recreating his own like solo leveling system. If you guys know about solo leveling, yeah, that's basically what he's doing. So he's recreating the solo leveling system, but making his own, and he calls it the negative Yondaime system. So yeah, this ain't cool. This ain't cool. And I can't wait to hop up in this. I don't know if he's gonna be a villain or not, because it's negative. Like, it says negative. I don't know if he's gonna be like a hero and then become a villain, or a villain then become a hero, or stay villain. So I really don't know. But that's the joy of fanfics, you get to read into it. So yeah, let's get into this. Okay, start this off. My name is Izuku Midoriya. I am the son of Iko Midoriya and Hisashi Midoriya. Well, Hisashi Midoriya, the person, father I've never seen. Well, as long as I can remember, I've never seen him. But hold up, guys. But like, that boy Hisashi went to go get some milk and never came back. He went to go get some milk in America and never came back, my guy. He said, I'm going to the store. Freaking 14 years later, he's still at the store, huh? I bet you that's the freaking story he been telling Neku. Yeah, your father's at the store, Anyway, anybody can see that boy Deku's father's not coming back. But, that is if he's all for one, though. People say his father's all for one. But, yeah. So he says, my father never comes up. Stuff like that. Okay. My mother, Inko Midoriya, is a single mother. All my life, I've been having to fight to eat, fight to listen, fight to see, fight to live, fight to have life. But today, I don't think I'll survive. Matter of fact, I don't think I'll survive at all. Whoa, bro, that jump, no, like, that start off right there. Okay, that just shows you that this fanfic gonna be going hard. If y'all wasn't turned up by that, then I don't know what y'all on. Y'all on some No, some he enjoyed us. Okay? Yeah, I need to stay off the crack, okay? But anyway, so hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so chapter 1. The first user of the wait, I can't talk. The chapter 1, the first user of the negative Yondim system. Okay, like I don't know what's up like with the negative Yondim system. I'm pretty sure Yondim means fourth. Because the fourth Hokage, that's what they call Minato, the Yondim Hokage. So I'm pretty sure Yondim means fourth. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, chapter 1. Like I said, chapter 1, the first user of the negative Yondim system. So he's the first user then. Okay. Izuku, wake up. Izuku, wake up. Mom, I'm trying to sleep. 5 more minutes. Wake up, Izuku. You're gonna be late for school. Dang, that voice crack. Wake up, Izuku. You're gonna be late for school. Fine, but it's the last day. Why am I getting up so late? I mean, late. Getting up so early. Well, even though it's the last day of school, I don't care. You're gonna go. You're too much of a nice kid. You need to follow the orders, alright? And she just basically gives him a thumbs up. And, boy, Deku looks like he doesn't give a crap about his mother. It doesn't say this, but it looks like this guy doesn't give a crap. A little bit. Alright. Izuku then says, alright, I'll get my stuff ready. Izuku Midoriya goes to the bathroom, washes his face, brushes his teeth, and puts his clothes on. He heads down to his kitchen and eats breakfast with his mom. He then finishes and tells his mom, see you later, Mom. I'm going to school. And he leaves. And when he's walking, he then sees a hero. Or a hero fight. And he then sees a big shark-type monster fighting Kamui Woods, a new hero in the ranks. But then a few minutes later, a big giant lady, Mount Lady, another new hero climbing in the ranks. She takes him down, and well, the hero saved the day, like usual. And then Izuku leaves. Izuku's walking, and then sees somebody come out of the portal. Out of a dungeon, specifically. And Izuku then says, somebody just came out of a dungeon. I wonder if he lost anybody. Author's point of view. Hold on, guys. I'm about to read this in my head. Okay. Okay. So basically, what he's saying is the dungeons are basically like the dungeons in like solo leveling. There's E rank all the way up to S rank. They have the freaking demons and stuff like that, and heroes are also able to like go in there. So he said like this, been going on since like the All For One and the first user of One For All. So yeah, they just popped up one day. That's what he said. Like, yeah. So now, that's one of the reasons why heroes were created, but also like stop villains. So all that hero stuff is still there, but there's also dungeons and stuff. Okay, so, I guess they put in stuff like that. Because I feel like, Izuku would be a little bit too overpowered. Like, look at the solo leveling system. Guy got the solo leveling, the first time he got this, as soon as he got the solo leveling system, bro, guy was over here destroying people. Oh, God. Over here, like, I use this system and this system uses me. And, stuff like that, bro. It's kind of retarded, but still, like, the punishment, though. Like, come on now, the punishment. They hating. But yeah. So basically, that's all he said. Go back to the real story. Izuku thinks he must have just came out of a dungeon. I wonder if he lost anybody. He keeps on walking and walking until he gets to school. He doesn't see that much people, well, because it's the last day of school. And they don't really care to show up the same time. It's just Izuku is such a good kid. And he starts walking. He gets in class. He sees a few people in the school, but it's really not that many. Say a quarter of the school is there. And he just walking. He gets to his class and then sees somebody he didn't expect to see. He sees his childhood best friend, Kamchan, or Katsuki Bakugo. He walks in and Bakugo says, "Oh, it's you, nerd. Why are you showing up to school so early?" He says, "Well, my mom woke me up. What about you?" He says, "I just want to get this stuff over with." And he just closes his eyes and just starts to lay back. Izuku sits in his chair, waiting for everybody and a teacher to come here. A few minutes later, well, 30 minutes later, they show up. Everybody's in school, which Izuku thinks that was pretty quick. But he has to get his mind off of that. He then... Hold up, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. Izuku then just listens to class. They have the same classes they do every day, but they really weren't doing nothing. They were just talking about stuff they're gonna do after middle school, stuff like that. Here came the final class of the final class of the day. Oh no, you. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Just messed up, bro. I know you all want to be heroes. And the teacher throws the paper up in the sky. All the students start flashing the quirks except for two people, Katsuki Bakugo and Izuku Midoriya. Class tell... Not the class, bro. I be messing up. The teacher tells the class to calm down. But when everybody's calmed down, Bakugo stands up top of his desk and says, "Teach, don't involve me in with these extras. They'll be lucky to get in with them D." I just sound like Medetta for a second. They'll be lucky to get in with some D-Rig. Bro, I can't talk. They'll be lucky to get in with some D-listers. I'm going to be the richest and the most famous hero. And I'm going to kill every monster in that dungeon. And everybody, they are really not surprised that Bakugo would say that. Since Bakugo got his quirk, he's been acting all high and mighty. Well, it's because of his quirk. Explosions. It's a pretty flashy quirk. And people, think it's really powerful. So, that's why everybody, treats him like a god. But Izuku, on the other hand, "Hey, nerd!" Izuku looks up and says, "Oh, what, Kanchan?" He says, "Why do you want to go to UA?" He says, wait, what are you talking about?" And Bakugo says, "The teacher just said that you wanted to go to UA. I'm going to be the one going to UA. So you better drop out right now, or I'll break your bones. Every bone in your body." And Izuku insists, "Kamchan, that's not what a hero does." And he says, "Shut up. What could you know about being a hero? You're quirkless." Flashback. Okay, they have to do my boy Deku like that, Bakugo. It's not that serious. But yeah, flashback. Mom, wake up. A 4-year-old Izuku is trying to wake up his mom. Izuku, what do you want?" Mom, it's my birthday today. I want to go to the quack doctor. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, Izuku. Give me 5 more minutes. He says, okay. And Izuku walks out of his mom's room and goes down to the living room. He waits 10 more minutes, and his mom walks down. She then gives him some food. They eat, and then they go to the quirk doctor. The words Izuku heard made him drop his All Might action figure. You're not gonna have one, kid. What are you talking about? Sorry, you're not gonna have a quirk. You're quirkless. These words made Izuku stare off into space. And the doctor then said, well, kid, you really should give up on trying to be a hero. Don't even try to go into the dungeons or just the hero course. You'll likely die. Jesus, Inkling says, hey, don't talk to my kid. Don't talk to my kid like that. I'm sorry, man, but it's the truth. I don't think he could become a hero. In a flashback, Izuku didn't remember those days, or that day, and Bakugo told him the exact same thing that the doctor did. You might as well forget about being a hero. You'll die as soon as you get up to the dungeon or step foot into the hero course. I mean, like, hold up, guys. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, you have to be a hero to go into dungeon. Pretty sure. Well, let me go back. Yeah. When he explained the dungeons and stuff, he said you have to be a hero to go to the dungeon. So, I don't know what he's talking about. Like, you're not gonna survive a dungeon or the hero course, but they're the same thing, aren't they? But, well, Izuku shivers from this. Just is mad. Just that's hatred for Bakugo. Hatred that will lead somebody to their death. Teacher then tells Bakugo to calm down and sit back down. They then finish their class. After school, Izuku's packing his things, and everybody has left except for Bakugo and his 2 goons. Izuku was just about to grab his book that he keeps about heroes. He was just about to grab it, but then Bakugo grabbed the book and exploded it with his quirk. He then said, Izuku, like I said, or should I say Deku, drop out of UA or I'll break every bone in your body. Izuku just had he just had a rage inside of him, and he didn't know what he was saying, but what came out of his mouth was, Bakugo, you'll never be a hero. You're just a little bully. You'll just be a villain. And Izuku realizes what he says. Then stops. And Bakugo clenches his fist. And crackles start evolving around it. And he said, what did you say to me, you little Deku? And he explodes Deku in the face with his quirk. Deku has a little mark on his face. When Bakugo... Bakugo's not finished there. He then kicks Deku in the face and explodes him in the chest. Deku's on the floor. And he says, I'm sorry, Kanchan. I didn't mean to do that. It just came out of my mouth. Okay, that kind of sounds weird, but... yeah, Kanchan then says, I don't care. Just know that I'll be a better hero than you'll ever be. Alright. And he spits on Izuku and leaves. Okay, hold up, guys. How did Bakugo even become a hero? Like, did the school not go back into what Bakugo was doing back then? Come on now. Y'all don't care that he was bullying kids? Like, come on now. Bullying kids since he was 4, since he had his quirk. That's not what a hero does. He must think that's what All Might used to do, my guy. That must have been what freaking Bakugo thought. He must have thought All Might did this stuff. But anyway, yeah, like I said, Bakugo spits on Izuku and walks off with his goons. Izuku then brushes himself off and takes the spit off his jacket. He knew this was weird, so he always kept a hand sanitizer bottle on him. He didn't put it back in his bag and started to leave. Okay, who keeps a hand sanitizer bottle? Oh no, he put it back in his bag like a bottle. He said bottle, not those little hand sanitizer things. He said bottle. Who keeps that on them, my guy? Okay, there must be coronavirus up in this game. I mean, up in this fanfic. Like, there has to be. Like, he got a freaking hand sanitizer bottle though. Like, he keeps it on him. Like, you gotta keep it on him. He don't play games. Definitely not the first time this ever happened. Okay, bro. Hold up. Dang, bro, I just clipped my freaking finger toe, bro, my toe. Just clipped my freaking toe fingernail. That felt weird. But anyway, like I said, Izuku puts a hand sanitizer bottle back into his backpack. He then walks off under a strange, sketchy looking tunnel, but he doesn't pay attention to it. He's just looking down in shame, thinking, why would he say that? Even though Bakugo has bullied him, he's always been, nice to Bakugo. He then thinks of Bakugo, what Bakugo said before he left. Izuku, if you really want to become a hero, take a swan dive off the roof and wish for a quirk in your next life. He then thinks, what, he deserved it. Who would say that? There's nothing what a hero would do. I think this guy gonna become like a hero killer type Stain person. Like, I think he might become like a Stain. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know why I made that voice, but Izuku keeps on walking. He then hears a noise, but he doesn't really pay that much attention to it. And then behind Izuku is a green slime, and it starts getting bigger, bigger and bigger. And he then says, "Give me your body, kid." Izuku turns around quickly in horror. Okay, I can't say it right. And he says, "Are you a villain, or are you a monster, a demon? What are you?" And yeah, he also explained, monsters and demons. Pretty sure there's different ranks. I probably shouldn't have read it to you guys. It really wasn't that long, but I just didn't feel like it. Sorry about that, guys. But this is, like just hold up, guys. Sorry about that accidentally. I spit. But he then says, like I just said, are you a demon or monster? He then says, no, I'm just a villain. I'm a sludge villain. But I'll be taking your body, kid. I didn't know that freak was in town. And he latches onto Izuku's body and starts strangling him to take over his body. Don't fight back, kid, the sludge villain says. Izuku then says, is this the end? I never got to become a hero. And his hand falls down and says, I'm sorry, Mom. But then he then says, I am here. And yeah, next thing he hears is, the traitor smash! Okay, it was really just Detroit Smash, but I like to say the Detroit Smash. Pretty sure All Might is from America. Like, All Might must be from America, cause he's doing all like these. So Detroit Smash, Texas Smash, all that. He must be from America. I'm pretty sure he is. Sorry. Okay. Izuku looks up and says, "Wait, is it All Might?" And then says, "The one and only, kid. Pretty impressive how you were able to survive from that villain so long." Thanks, All Might. Hold up, guys. Keep on do this. Alright. Alright. Zuko says, "Thanks, All Might. But can you sign my book?" But then he looks over and sees his book already signed. He then says, "Thank you. Thank you so much for saving me and for signing my book." And he says, "No problem, kid." And he then grabs the sludge villain, puts it in a bottle, and jumps off. But he then feels a weight on his leg. He looks down to see it's... Sorry. He looks down to see it's that kid he just saw. He then says, "Hey, kid, let go." And Izuku then says, "I can't. If I do, I'll die." And I said, "Oh, fair point." All Might then lands on top of a building. He then lets the kid off his leg and says, "That was pretty dangerous, kid. You shouldn't have done that." "I'm sorry, All Might, but I just need to ask you a question. Can I be a hero without quirk?" And he is bowing down to All Might right now with his eyes closed. And All Might then says, "Well, I'm sorry, kid. You can't be a hero without a quirk. You'll most likely die in a dungeon. Might even die in the hero course." And Izuku just heart stops for a few seconds, and he falls down to the floor on his knees. He then starts to cry. But then he then leaves. All Might then leaves. Izuku is just thinking, everybody has said that to me. The doctor, Kanchan, and now All Might? What is wrong? Is just me being quirkless? Just everybody just thinks I'll die. I can't become a hero? And Izuku is just thinking. Then he finally has a thought in his head. I don't need All Might, Kanchan, or anyone. I'll just become a hero myself. All Might was weak. He's nothing to compare to me. I'll kill him. Izuku then snaps out of his thoughts and says, "Wait, what did I just say? Why would I think that?" Izuku just now had a negative thought, and little did he know, that was just the beginning. Oh, okay, end of chapter 1. Okay. That was hard. Alright, we're gonna do chapter 2. Chapter 2, the birth of the... I can't talk. Chapter 2, the birth of the first negative Yondaime system. Well, guys, we are back. Alright, I'm back, guys. Sorry. Okay, so we left off. Okay, chapter 2, the birth of the first Yondaime system. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said the birth of the Yondaime system, but I meant to say the user. But yeah, we now see Izuku walking on the street, just with his head down, He just got told by his #1 hero, his favorite hero, that he couldn't be a hero without a quirk. He said the same thing everybody has said, and she just broke him. He's walking. Then here's an explosion. Keep in mind, guys, I'm pretty sure, like, well, just keep in mind, this is not in the story. Keep in mind that, like, this might be a change, a huge change, because Izuku, he didn't see All Might's, small All Might form. So, yeah. He then goes over to the explosion, but still walking, because he just is lost in thought. He goes over and then looks up to see Kamcha. He then says, oh, it's just Bakugo. And he starts to walk away. But then hears a painful scream from Bakugo. And then turns around and says, well, fuck it. And he starts running. Unlike Izuku would usually be. He just ran. His legs didn't move on his own. He just ran. Just to do it. Because he was just bored. He ran in there. And, well, the heroes, they tried to stop him. But they were too late. Izuku then threw his backpack at the sludge villain's eye. And it was blind. He then went over to try to grab Bakugo. And at least grab the slime off Bakugo's mouth so he could breathe. Bakugo then says, Deku, what are you doing? I don't need your help. And Deku then says, I don't want to save you. I'm just doing this just because I'm bored. And Bakugo then has a weird... Bakugo then has a weird puzzle face. He then says, wait, what? He's just doing this because he's bored. And then Izuku was just about to get killed by the sludge villain until All Might came in and said, Texas Smasher! And, my boy All Might just hit him with a Texas Smash. And, hold up, sorry. Okay, he hit the sludge villain with a Texas Smash. And the weather changed. Everybody was in awe how he made the weather change. Well, on God will be real true though, I was like, dang, All Might like that? He can change the weather? Dang. But let's be real though. We all know in season 1, we thought this freaking My Hero Academia junk was just some retarded anime. Like, look at the costumes they be wearing. Like, we all thought that junk was a retarded anime until Deku went crazy. Like, we wasn't even focused on Bakugo, Todoroki, nobody. We was just focused on Deku when he had full Cowling. He had everything. He was just going crazy. When he went 100% full Cowling with Eri, oh, we was all turned up. If you wasn't turned up, you just not a My Hero Academia fan, bruh. You know how he did freaking Overhaul, bruh? Overhaul got the freaking 2-piece. He got the 3-piece. What the fuck? Oh, he got the 3-piece combo. But yeah, I'm out right now. So where did I leave off, bro? Oh, yeah. Everybody stares in awe that All Might made the weather change. He didn't put Izuku down, so did he put he did the same thing with Bakugo. All the reporters started to hover around All Might, saying, How could you change the weather, All Might? How strong are you? What's your quirk? And All Might just says, can't tell you that. But just so you know, whenever there's a villain, whatever there's somebody in need, I'll be there. And he jumps off. Izuku then gets scolded by the heroes. But then Izuku says, Why are you talking to me about this? You were just sitting there. You weren't doing nothing. So shut your trap. Alright? You weren't doing nothing. You were just sitting there watching Bakugo die. And Bakugo heard this and said, wait, he just called me Bakugo. he always calls me Kamchan. What happened? Izuku is just going all out on these heroes. And these heroes are feeling offended. So they tell him, alright kid, back off, alright? Just don't do that anymore. He says, yeah, whatever. You're weak heroes anyway. And he walks off. But then Kamui Woods comes up and says, hey kid, don't. But then he gets socked in the face by Izuku. And Izuku started to walk away. But then Kamui Woods, I killed him. But you know, if I was, see, why is your name Kamui Woods, my guy? You're Obito. You're literally Obito. You're supposed to be Obito, my guy. We all know Obito has the wood style because of the Hashirama cells, but still, you're supposed to be Obito. What are you doing? Like, you're supposed to be Obito. You should be over here having the whatchamacallit. You should be over here having the freaking Kamui. And then teleport your freaking wood behind somebody and they're dead. See, that's all you need right there. You're the real Kamui Woods right there. See, Kamui Woods is just freaking... Just call him Woods, bruh. Just call him Woods. There's not Kamui Woods. There's just Woods. He obviously simping over freaking Mount Lady. How freaking Obito was doing with freaking Rin. Come on now. We're not stupid. But I'm going ham on this guy. But okay, that kind of stuff. But okay, let's get back into the perfect. Izuku kept on walking until he heard, "I am here." He then saw, well, his number one favorite hero, or who was his number one favorite hero. He then looked up and said, "What do you want?" And he then said, "Sorry. I'm sorry about what I said to you, kid. I really am. You just gotta know that. Well, I just didn't want you to get hurt." He said, "Well, thanks for nothing." And he's about to walk off, but then All Might then stops him. "Hey, kid, look. You said that you're quirkless. And I get that you want to be a hero. So, what you did out there was what a hero would do. So, well, I want you to have my quirk." And Izuku then says, "What are you talking about? Quirks don't work like that. You can't just give it off or give somebody your quirk." And he says, "Well, my quirk is different. My quirk, it's called, for one." I'm just like, my quirk is called One for All. And All Might proceeds to tell Izuku Midoriya about One for All. Izuku then says, "Alright, I'll take the quirk." In his head, he's so excited. He just can't wait. He then, right off the back, got the quirk from All Might. Because Izuku, well, since the day he's been told he's quirkless, he's been working out. He's been getting stronger and stronger, and his body was able to handle about 15% of One for All. Well, little did he know, One for All wouldn't be sticking with him for long. Okay, my guy. Okay. So, I don't know if, this is not the end of this chapter, but I don't know, it's on, because, like I said, the birth of the first, negative Yondaime system user, but, I don't know, was that just, a chapter, or was this, really gonna happen? Because I'm trying to see what this power actually does. So, okay. Where was I? Alright. Izuku gets One for All off the spot. And he's already able to use 15% of One for All. Full Calling. 10 minutes later, we now see a buff, well, not as buff, Izuku. He's about, sorry about that, guys. He's about the strength to be able to use 40% of One for All. Yeah, he's pretty powerful. But today is his the day of his life. Today is the day he goes to UA. And he knows he's gonna pass. But little did he know, this would be his biggest mistake of his life. Izuku then went on to Medagio Beach. I can't say that, bro. I can't say the beach name. He goes to Medagio Beach. I don't know if that's how you say it, but yeah. He goes to the beach. He then sees All Might. And All Might goes into his buff form. After a while, he did show Izuku his injury in his, well, real, true form. If he was gonna give Izuku all, one for all, he was gonna have to tell him that. But, wait, what? He really said that? But yeah, he said, it basically says, yeah, but that's beside the point. I don't know, like, who does that? Okay. I want to say that in my writing or my fanfic. But, so he says that's beside the point. Izuku then looks at All Might and says, Thank you so much for what you've done for me, All Might. He says, no, young Midoriya. Thank you for being the perfect successor. Today, I know that you'll get into UA. And he then says, when you get out there, all you need to think of is Smash. So you can tell the world that you are here. And he pumps his fist into the air. And he then coughs out blood. And it says, that took a lot out of me. And Izuku kind of chuckles. He said, well, good luck out there, kid. Izuku then says, thanks. Thanks, All Might. Izuku leaves. Just stretching my back. Hey, this chair different. Okay, Izuku proceeds to go on to UA. When he gets there, he then Okay. He proceeds to walk to UA. But he got a recommendation today. So, well, he got a recommendation by All Might. People who knew about this were pretty surprised. The kid got a recommendation for All Might. They knew he was going to be promising. We now see Izuku walking, just thinking about just thinking about this will be his first day, his first step to becoming a hero. He can't wait. Here I go. But then he trips and says, this will be my last day on planet Earth. But then he starts to float. He then he then sees a girl with brunette hair and a permanent blush on her cheeks. Not those cheeks, you idiots. We all know this is Oraka. And just so you know, this is not Oraka ship. It tells you the ship from the the title when you read it. And I'm not gonna tell you the ship because it's pretty sure it might be introduced in this. Like, you guys can guess who the ship is. Like, like Izuku, he's gonna be gay in this. So just so you know, yeah, he's gonna be gay in this. I'm sorry, I'm just playing. It's not gonna happen. All right, it's not gonna happen. The freaking person that made this knew that it was about to happen. I was just saying. I just got that to tease you guys, but yeah. So Deku then stops floating, and he looks over and says, "Oh, thanks." And she then says, well, I'm sorry that I used my quirk on you. It just looks like you're gonna fall, and, well, You don't want to fall on the first day of UA, do you? He says, no, not really. Thank, thank you. My name is Izuku Midoriya. My name is Uchaka Uraraka. He says, well, I hope you do good in your entrance. And he didn't leave. And he's going to the recommendations. She then says, what are you going? This is the entrance. So this is the way to the entrance exam. He says, oh, I got a recommendation. And she says, who? By who? Oh, by All Might. And he walks off. She's standing there in place, kind of shocked, but she just leaves. We now see Izuku Midoriya walking into the recommendation. There's not that many people there. Only... Oh, God damn. Okay, like, who seems rich in there? Okay, who seems rich in there? Okay. Okay, so we're here. Why am I thinking about this, bro? Bro, I low-key just freaking was just thinking about who would be in there when I could just read the junk right now. I'm stupid for that. So, there are not that many people in there. There are 4 people in there. One being a girl with black onyx hair. Another being a boy with blonde hair. And with a weird type of, well, thing around his waist. Metal plate around his waist. And then there will also be, dang, bro, my head, it's itch. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, it's scratching my head. Okay, there. There will also be a girl with with a purple type jacket and a pink shirt under it, and some purple pants matching her jacket. Her ears had earphone jacks from them, and she had these types of, well, weird type of, what is this guy saying? Oh, I'm pretty sure he just meant like them little upside down triangles that, you know, Juro has on her cheeks. And yeah, not those cheeks, you idiot. But like, yeah, basically, she has purple hair with a type of music streak on the side, on the top right side of her hair. He then looks over to see another girl with half white, half red hair, and you guys can already guess who the ship is now. If there's ever a gender band in any What If, just so you know, that gender band is obviously gonna be the ship. Like, that's literally logic. That's literally what they do it for, unless they're doing a freaking thing where only, like, girls become heroes and everybody is gender bended or something like that. But who cares? So, sorry about these guys. Hold up. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so, who was I? Okay. He then looks over to see a girl with half red, half white hair. One of her eyes were blue, and another was gray type crystal. They're gray crystallized. Well, not crystallized, but you guys know the side of, you know, Shoto's right side. What's eye side of his eye? Yeah, it kind of looks gray, but it's a little silver. Kind of got look like a little crystal sparking up in it, you know, kind of like that. But yeah, she also has a burnt mark on the left side of her face. He goes down to sit to this. He goes to sit next to. I can't talk. He goes to sit next to that girl. He then starts to make small talk with her and asks her what is her name. She then told him that her name was Shoka Todoroki. He then said, well, my name is Izuku Midoriya. And they're making, a little small talk. But then hear somebody, well, not somebody. They then hear the door open. A small little mouse that's walking on 2 legs. And it walks up to the middle of the stage. He then says, well, not that many recommenders in here, but no matter. My name is Principal Nezu. I am the principal of UA High. And I'll be doing your recommendation exam. Okay, well, I'm going to be passing out the written exam format. I'm going to be passing out the written exams. And, yeah, just get ready and do your best. Nezu then proceeds to pass out the written exams. After that, the whole room goes silent because everybody is focused on their paper. Izuku then starts to mutter, but Shoka then chuckles. And he hears this and notices the muttering and stops. And then whispers and says, sorry. And he says, it's okay, it was kind of funny. And he then blushes from this. Even though Izuku has been training with All Might, and also, it's a lot more confident than he usually was. He still never has had a conversation with the girl, other than Shoka and that girl, Uraka. And he then just continues his test. After that, he then passes out. Well, not passes out. After that, he then goes up to the middle of the stage and puts his paper on the table. God dang. Well, that sound though. Okay. This is okay. So, basically, Izuku, God dang it. Okay, basically Izuku, like I said, puts his paper on the desk. He then walks back up to his seat, and Shoko's already finished. After that, Nezu then says, okay, now that the written exam is done, now it's time for the practical exam. Everybody put on your clothes, and, get ready. Everyone went to go change. Izuku came out with a green tracksuit. He then walked out. He then is, at the gate. And he's at the gate where everybody is at. And I mean everybody, I'm pretty sure he means everybody. Everybody. So he says, well, what am I talking about, bro? I just be going off track. Izuku shows up at the gates. He then sees everybody else from the entrance exam, the normal entrance exam. He then sees Shoka, which he's about to go walk over to. But then sees a blonde-haired kid. Not blonde-haired kid, bro. And then sees a blue-haired kid come into his vision and says, I'm sorry, but I can't have you disturbing that girl over there. She's trying to focus. And he says, well, I was just going to go talk to her, see if she was ready. And he says, well, I don't know if you're trying to sabotage her or not. And he says, okay, get out of my way right now. You must have a freaking stick up your ass. Alright? You seem like a person that follows the rules every time. So get out of my fucking way before I kill you. And Ida, as we all know, I guess he already introduced, but Ida is taken aback by this, and he backs off. He then thinks in his head, is this guy really a hero? And Izuku doesn't know, but that was the negative part of him talking. He seemed to be getting closer and closer to this place. This place that he never thought he would get to. He walks over to Shoka, and he then asks her if she's ready. She then says, well, I am a little nervous, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do it. These robots seem weak anyway. And he then says, well, alright, do your best out there. And the gates didn't open, but then Izuku then activates 15% of full cowling, and he then activates 15% of full cowling and blitzes out of there. Everybody looks at him and says, hey, come back, he hasn't said go. But then President Mike then says, there's no countdown to the real battle. Go, 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 go. And he... dang, my back. Oh, chill, guys, chill. Not like that, okay? Chill. But, he speeds over there. Everybody starts running to the gate and tries to defeat as many robots as they can, but all the robots in front of them that were in front of the gate were all destroyed by Izuku. But all they really saw was a green flash. And then he just started to move quicker than he did. He went up to 40% full cowling. Izuku by now has already 100 points. 100 villain points. He then decides to, well, calm down a little bit and decides to just go up to a building and lay down. He then says, well, I got this in the back. He then hears a scream. He gets up and then sees Shoka under a rock. Flashback. Now sees Shoka taking out a lot of robots. Then sees a girl under a rubble. A brown-haired girl. As we all know, Uraraka. She then goes over to try to help her out. But then, when she pushes her out the way, a rock goes into her leg. And, well, it kind of damaged her a little bit. It made her sprain her ankle. But also, for some reason, well, not some reason, what am I saying? But also, ow, dang. Come on, stop playing, bro. Stop playing. You're trash. Stupid Frieza. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry about that. But, yeah, so, well, just so you know, like, I don't know what he's doing here, but I can't read this. Like, for one, though, I'm kind of confused why she can't use her quirk to freaking blast the junk off of her. She's not like Uraraka, but, you know, it's anime logic. So, yeah, he's going with the flow. So, Izuku then hears a scream. He then recognizes his voice and says, wait, is that Shoka? And he then turns on 40% of One For All and just races over there. He then sees Shoka about to get stomped on by a zero-pointer, but then Izuku, his lightning turns blue because of his rage. And, well, wait, what the hell? What the hell? Blue? I just read that joke so wrong, my guy. I am so sorry. Dang, I said blue. Small mouth. Izuku then his lightning then turns purple from him being mad and rage. He then blitzes over there at 100% full calorie. It looks like he teleported. He grabbed Shoka off the rock. As soon as he showed up there, the rock dispersed and it just disappeared by the sheer force of his speed. He grabbed her and then got her out of harm's way. He blitzed her all the way back to the entrance, to the gates, and he ran full speed all the way to that zero-pointer. and ran up his leg and just started going around the zero point as fast as he could and just putting holes inside of it. Just kept on punching it and punching it and punching it. And then he then reached down and tilted his head and snapped his fingers. And the zero pointer exploded. Everybody saw this and was in awe. Ida saw this and he thinking, is he faster than me? And then Bakugo was the one that was in rage. How did that nerd get a quirk? And how did he get so strong? Better yet, how did he just skip to the entrance exam? I mean, oh my god, how did he switch to the practical exam? I didn't see him in the written test. And Izuku then races back all the way to Shoka. And he takes her to Recovery Girl. Recovery Girl patches her up, and he then says, well, can I take you home? And she then says, alright. And they start walking to Shoka's house. They having a small conversation. Shoka then says, hey, Izuku, what was that? Yes, they are on a first name basis, I guess. Guess they are on a first name basis. Already shows ya. Like, if Izuku becomes a villain, I don't know if she's gonna trade to the villain side. If she's still getting traded wrong by Endeavor, that's just tough. Like, Endeavor, you're doing too much. Like, I don't know why he thought, like, you're pushing your freaking kids so hard just to be All Might. When they get to the age when they don't want to do it, just know that it was your freaking fault. When they get to the age and they're about to kill you, and you know you fucked up, just know that it was your fault. You're the one that wanted to create a machine. You're the one, like, for real, like, Todoroki looks like a mindless machine. Because of freaking, the hell? Because of freaking, Endeavor. I low-key thought Todoroki, that was his name. Like, his name was Todoroki, and, like, it was something else after that, but, you know, his name's Shoko Todoroki. I don't know why people be calling each other by their last names, but okay. So, Shoko then asks Izuku, what was that purple lightning that came off of you? At first I saw, well, green, but then I saw purple. And so, what are you talking about? Purple lightning? I don't even really know what happened myself. All I saw was me just see you in danger, and then, well, I saw me put you, well, I saw me giving you to a Recovery Girl. That's it. I really didn't question it much, because I thought, well, I just went off adrenaline, and, you know, I was just, well, my feet were just moving on its own. She didn't say, well, okay. And they just kept on talking. They now have a close relationship, but they're not dating or nothing yet. You see how he said yet? You see how he said yet, my guy? Okay. So, after that, Izuku walks back home. Before he gets there, he then sees... No, not sees, bro. Why do I keep on saying these things right? I mean, wrong. See, bro, see? He then hears, I am here. And turns around to see All Might. All Might then says, I'm proud of you, young Midoriya. I just want you to know that you obviously passed the UA entrance. Yeah. So, I just want you to know I'm proud of you, and I'm proud to call you my successor. And he then hugs Izuku. Izuku starts to cry and says, thank you. Thank you, All Might, for believing in me. But then had that flashback of what All Might said before he gave him his quirk. You can't be a hero. And he started gripping All Might a little harder with 2% of One For All. And All Might said, okay, that's a little too hard, Izuku. And he then said, oh, sorry. Izuku then said, well, I'm proud of your home. My mom's probably worried about me. And he then turns on 15% of One For All, and he just disappears. He gets home, and when he gets there, he opens the door. He then sees his mom, and he then says, "Well, hey mom," and she said, "Hey Izuku, why are you out so late?" And he then said, "Well, I had to walk a girl to her house." And he said, "Oh, do you have a girlfriend?" And he then said, "No, nothing like that. All right, she's just a friend." She says, "Oh, okay," and she has a smirk on her face. He then walks up to his room and says, "Oh, I'm not hungry, mom, so I'll just go to my room right now." He goes up to his room and he lays down and he texts Shoka. He did get his number right away. And dang, they just started texting him back about you know, what they're gonna do tomorrow. They do have 2 weeks before they get their letters. They both knew that they passed, so they really didn't have nothing to worry about. Next day, Izuku decided to ask Shoka if she wanted to go hang out. See, he picked her up, and they started to hang out that day. They went to the arcade, did some things, and after that, it was just, some friends hanging out. They then went to went to a concert, and they were having fun there too. After that, Izuku took her home, and he said he had a great time, and so did she. He went back home, and he laid down, and basically, the 2 weeks flashed by quicker than he thought, and over those 2 weeks, him and Shoka have been hanging out, getting a lot close. They could call themselves best friends. And, well, Izuku, he doesn't really think of Shoka like that. Like, he likes her or nothing. But Shoka, on the other hand, she likes Izuku more than her friend, more than a best friend. And she hopes she likes her the same way. 2 weeks pass, and Izuku gets his letter. His mom rushes to his mom rushes to his room and says, Izuku's here. And he says, "Okay, mom, calm down. I already know I got in, alright?" And he said, What? Did you cheat or something?" And he said, "No. It's just I already know I did perfect in the exam." And she said, "Oh, okay." And she just says, "Well, can I see you open it?" And he then says, "Okay." And he opens it, and it then shows a figure of All Might. And he says, "Young Midoriya, well, you got a total of 160 villain points and 40 hero points from saving Shoka. And, well, those extra 60, because we knew that you were just sitting on top of a building. The extra 60 came in from, well, you actually destroyed a few robots when you were running. So, yeah, you didn't really notice that, but we caught it. But, anyway, you have broken the record of the highest points of UA. You've broken my record of 146, but you've got 200 points in total. I'm proud of you, young Midoriya, and welcome to your Hero Academia." And Izuku has a tear fall on his eyes and says, "Thank you, All Might." And Inko, she just bawling out right now. Well, she doesn't say she's bawling out, but she just says she starts crying and stuff like that. But I know she's bawling out. So, yeah. Izuku starts to get his stuff ready for the next day. He then goes to sleep, but his mom was crying almost all night. And That kind of annoyed. Sorry about that, guys. You ain't stupid little sister wanna always butt in on something. Put a freaking trash bag in the trash can. There's already trash up in there. I'm not about to do that, bro. Don't even know where the trash bags are at, bro. Get on my fucking face. She doing that for no reason too. Like it's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. right now. And she gonna try to tell me to go throw the trash out. Man, she must not understand 3 a.m. I'm not trying to get snatched up. Unless I was freaking unless I was freaking a black man and I close my eyes, nobody can see me. Nah. Nah. If I can't do that, then so I'm not going outside. If I could do that, bro, you would catch me going all the way out. You will catch me butt naked at a freaking store, closing my eyes the whole time. And open them when I'm trying to get something. But then when I see a camera, just close my eyes, walking. Can't see nothing. And I just be stealing everything. Like that's on God. But we'll see where I go. Where I leave off. Okay, so Izuku told okay, so like I said, Izuku was getting annoyed by the crying. He then went into his mom's room while she was crying and told her, Mom, could you calm down? I'm trying to get some sleep. And she said, oh, I'm sorry, Izuku. And just starts wiping her tears and says, you can go to sleep now. And he says, alright. And he goes to his bed and he lays down. Izuku is in his room having a cold sweat. And he wakes up panting hard. And he doesn't know why, but, well, he really doesn't know why. Dang, sorry. He doesn't know why, but he just woke up, cold sweat, panting hard, and everything. He didn't have a dream. He didn't have nothing. He then got his stuff on, and oh damn, bruh. He got his stuff on, and his UA uniform on, and he told his mom goodbye. She then said, okay, do good at UA. And he then says, alright, Mom, bye. And he locks there. He then says, wait, oh shoot, I gotta go tell her. And he walks back up there and says, oh Mom, I need you to sign this. And he then shows her a paper, and she says, what is this for? He then says, this is for the UA dorms. They have dorms there. I'm gonna be staying there from now on. And she just says, but, what? And he just says, come on, Mom. I know you're gonna miss me, but come on, I want to do this. And she just said, all right. Here, I'll sign it. And Inko proceeds to sign the paper. He then kisses her on the cheek and says, all right, bye, Mom. And he says, I'll make sure to call you every day and come visit you on the weekends, all right? And she says, you better. And he leaves. When he gets there, he gets to class and just looking at the building. Not the building, bro. How'd I mess that up, bro? He's looking at the door and says, what the hell? Is there giants here? Why did they have the biggest door? Then says, well, no, I might as well just open it. And he opens the door to hear him, Bakugo, and that blue-haired kid that he now knows as Ida arguing. Ida is saying, hey, take your feet off of there. That's really the respect. Oh my gosh. Take your feet off there. That's really being disrespectful to the UA school. If you don't want to be here, just leave. Okay? And he just says, how far did they shove it at? How far did they shove a pull up your ass at middle school? Alright, get out of my face. And he then sees Izuku and says, Izuku. He says, what? What, Bakugo? And Ida sees him and says, oh, it's him. And And then Ida then walks over to him and says, "Hey, I'm pretty," but then he then says, "No, don't say nothing. All right, get out of here. Just shut up. All right." And Ida then says, "I was trying to. I don't want to hear an apology. I don't care. All right, get out of my face." And Ida just walks off. And Bakugo says, "Wait, why don't you argue with him? Why will you argue with me but not him, huh? Are you his maid or something? Are you supposed to be from a rich family? Aren't you the one with maids? Huh, you're useless." And it says, "Hey, shut up. I'm from the Tenya family. Okay, I do have my own maids, but that and he just can't talk." Izuku then starts to walk to the back of the class. He's sitting there until everybody else comes into the classroom. Shoka then proceeds to sitting down next to him. But Uraraka sits to the other side, the left side. And Izuku starts to talk to Uraraka a little bit. Uraraka also apologized. Not apologized, what am I saying? Also thanked and apologized to Shoko about saving her and basically putting her in danger. And, Shoko said it was okay. And Izuku and Ochako are talking right now. And, they're having a good conversation. And Aizawa comes in the door. And he then says, "It took you guys 80 seconds to quiet down. You're gonna have to work on that. But anyway, alright, my name is Shoto Aizawa. I'm gonna be your home teacher. But you can also know me as..." What the heck, bro? Come on, bro. Stop playing. Right, sorry. You also know me as... Freaking... Okay, bro. Hold up, bro. I'm pretty sure he spelled this wrong. Oh, shoot. Bro, I hate when that happens. When somebody spells something wrong, where I know what they're talking about, I think that's what it means. But I know... Oh, there we go. Okay, I remember now. This guy didn't spell eraser right. Or freaking head, bro. He literally put freaking A. Okay, bro. Y'all gonna laugh at this. He put AOED. What? Come on now. He put HAOD. HOAED. Bro, come on now. I'm like, this freaking fanfic's been going on for a good minute. But what was that? Okay, what was that? Okay. Izuku then says, "Eraserhead," and Aizawa looks at him and says, "Huh, you know your stuff, kid." He says, "Well, not many people know you because you're. I hear that comes out at night mostly." He said, "Yeah, you're right." So, anyway. Welcome to UA. This is class 1A. And the kids in my class are the best of the best. So I expect good expectations from you. Alright? And they didn't shake their heads. And it says, "Well, today we'll be doing quirk apprehension." I can't say that right, so they just do their quirk test. He says, "We're gonna be doing our quirk assessments." And Uraraka stamps up and says, "Excuse me, Mr. Aizawa, what about the orientation?" And he says, "This is my class. I do what I want. Alright? You don't get told as much things that you do in the hero course or in a dungeon, do you?" I'm just not noticing. He was talking all that junk about dungeons. I haven't seen nobody go into one yet. He hasn't mentioned no one except for that one guy when Izuku saw him come out. I don't know if he made I don't know if it's gonna be like a training one. What they had to do with that. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. So Izuku gets up. He just says, "Well, I'm ready. What do we have to do?" And Izawa then says, "I like that attitude. Go to the lockers, and put on your gym uniforms." He then they all go to the gym. They all go to the gym, not gym. They all go to the lockers, and Izuku takes off his shirt. But when everybody sees him, they are like, "Okay, sorry." And when everybody sees him, all he hears is "What the f?" And Izuku then turns around and says, "What?" He says, "How are you so ripped? You don't look like that under your UA uniform." He says, "That's because, well, I'm sorry about that, guys. I had to pause. My mom came in, but so, you know you're not supposed to be up at 3 a.m. Okay? You know you're not supposed to be up at 3 a.m. It's not, so yeah. But anyway, Izuku, like I said, everybody looking at him, and they say, "Well, you don't look like that with your clothes on." Izuku then says, "Well, I don't know." Sorry about that, guys, bro. She keep on coming in, bro. Oh, dang. But, bro, she better not come in anymore, bro. Oh, dang. But, yeah, so basically, I had to talk a little bit more quieter. But, like I said, everybody look at Izuku and says, like, you don't look like that with your clothes on. And he says, well, I don't know why, but I guess that's just how I am. I might just stop wearing, baggy type of uniform. Might need to get a smaller one. And so yeah, maybe whatever. And he then puts on his gym uniform. And since this gym uniform is a little bit more tighter, it's showing his muscles. He then walks outside with all the girls looking at him with blushes on their face. And freaking Mineta, he's looking at Izuku jealous. Looking at him really jealously. And so is Kaminari. He then says, well, what are we going to be doing, Mr. Aizawa? And he then says, well, since you got the highest on the entrance exam, and Bakugo says, wait, what? This nerd got the highest on the entrance exam? What was the score? And he said 200. And everybody was shocked. Because all of them only got up to like 60 or 40. Bakugo was the highest out of all of them, 80. But 200? Well, no, Bakugo wasn't highest out of all of them. Shoko, she got 96. Yeah, 96. But everybody was shocked. 200? Izuku then looked at them and said, what are you guys staring at me for? And he then got the ball from Izawa. And he then said, alright, let's do this. And he then said, alright, 3, 2, and he charged up 40% of one for all. And said, alright, let's go. And he threw the ball. And the junk broke the sound barrier twice. And on a, well, really, really, really far. That's what it said, but yeah, I just like to say it like that. So, it always shows everybody in the class with a shocked face. He then says, 2,000 meters. 2,000 meters flat. And everybody's just shocked. 2,000 meters? And it's always then said, what did you say your throw was in middle school? He said, well, like, 20 meters. And he said, oh, okay. And he then walks off. He then says, well, that was easy. And All Might still looking. Sorry. sketch once more. Sorry about that, but yeah. I'm still looking at Izuku. It says, I expect nothing different from you, Izuku. And Izuku proceeds to crash. What crash? He proceeds to smash the exam. He gets first place in everything. And everybody being surprised. When Aizawa showed them the leaderboard, he saw, well, everybody saw that Izuku came first. Shoka came second, Momo came third, and Bakugo came fourth. Bakugo was kind of pissed off, but he just didn't pay that much attention to it. Yeah. Aizawa then said, well, you guys should probably get ready to move into the dorms. So go get your stuff. And they all shook their heads and they went to the class and got out of their bags. And when they got there, they put their stuff in the dorms and basically set up everything. After that, they all laid down. And, well, they all laid down in the living room. They all started talking to each other, trying to get to know each other. And everybody started talking about what their quirks are. And it came all the way down to Izuku. And they then asked, hey, Izuku, what is your quirk? And he says, well, I guess you could call it superpower. It basically enhances everything I have. I can move faster, hit harder, and, well, yeah, that's pretty much it. And he said, well, how much? And he says, well, it depends how much my body can take. Right now, I only can use 40% of my power. And today I was only using 12%. And he then said, wait, what? And he said, well, not on the ball throw, but other than that, I'm only using 12%. And Ida kind of felt offended. He got beat by Izuku, and he was only using his 12% of his power. Izuku then said, well, I'm just gonna go back to reading my book. And he just reads his book. Uraka comes over and they start having a conversation with Shoka getting jealous. After that, 3 months, no, 3 months, I read that super wrong. After that, 6 months pass. Okay, I guess this guy put everything back. He put the freaking he back everything back. 6 months pass. Over those 6 months, a lot of people have been getting to know each other. Class 1A is like a big family. And especially Izuku and Uraka. They're now dating. Shoko, she was jealous. But she was happy for Izuku. And little did they know, everything was going to come crashing down on a later date. Chapter 3. The beginning of a new end. And okay, that's kind of hard. That's kind of cool. So I guess he didn't get his powers on that, but I'm like, they did show us like a glimpse of his power, like his negative energy. But I don't know if that's how he gets his full power. But if it is, that's cool. Pretty sure it's not though. So we now see Izuku Midoriya walking. Today is the day of his birthday. And, well, he always does something special on his birthday. And he can't wait to take Uraka out on a date and hang out with everyone. So, he got to the dorms and everybody there, Uraka, everybody, they all surprised Deku, saying happy birthday. They all got ready to go to a type of arcade. After everybody was ready, they went to the arcade, to concerts, and they just went a lot of places. Deku was saying that this was the fun night of his life, the funnest night of his life, and he was just so happy. He then, decided to give Uraraka this this necklace. This necklace had, well, just had her name on it, Uraraka. And, well, I'm gonna say it had Uraraka. Well, I'm gonna say it had OXD. So yeah. And Uraraka kissed him for that. So after that, everybody went back to the dorms. Izuku, though, was hanging out with Shoko a little bit more. And after they were done, they decided to go back to the dorms. They got there, and Izuku was looking at everybody, and wondering where Uraraka was. And, well, Bakugo, Ida, and, okay, so I'm pretty sure this is the guy with the sugar hands, or the sugar guy. I'm pretty sure that's the guy with the sugar power. I don't know how to say his quirk. I mean, not quirk, his name. Like, I can see it, but I don't know how to pronounce it. So, yeah, the sugar guy quirk. So, he then says, where's Uraraka? And then say, well, I'm pretty sure she's in her room. And he then says, okay. And he walks up there. And when he gets there, he then hears moaning from her room. He then hears sugar rush. And then reciprocal burst. And then AP shot. I feel bad for the boy. I feel bad for you, Deku. Dang, bro, why did you have to do Deku like that? 3 of them? I'm not seeing 2 people. 1 people, mostly. I'm seen 2, but 3? 3? Oh my gosh. She belongs to the streets. But dang, 3? Really? 3? Okay. I already know what these guys is gonna get. They were gonna get the freaking 1, 2, 3. Zuko hears all of that. And he drops the present he was just about to give her. And he did. Hey, bro. My face, bro. Yeah, get on my nerves. I don't know if you guys heard that, but yeah. Anyway, Izuku is just getting mad. And his one for all, it comes on 60%. Dang, 60, bro? 60? I kind of messed up. I thought it was going to say 40. And I was like, but then I said, 60. So, his one for all charged with the 60%. And his lightning turned purple like that one time. Everybody felt the place shaking. And then they went up to Uraraka's room. And as soon as they saw Deku, he was gone. He busted open the door and grabbed Ida, the sugar guy, and Bakugo by their... Well, he grabbed Bakugo and Ida by their throats. And the sugar guy, he just threw him out the window. After that, he threw Ida and Bakugo out the window, but that wasn't it. He slammed one of them in with his feet, then punched Bakugo in the gut as hard as he could. He then just started jumping them, just beating their souls out of their bodies. They were bloody. They had dirt all over them. They were just getting wrecked. Like they were death itself. Everybody started rushing down, and what they saw was a terrible sight. They saw Izuku destroying each and every one of them. He was literally playing hockey with them. He kept on throwing each one of them across the freaking street and just moving so fast and just keep on hitting them back and forth, back and forth. And then finally hit all of them with a Detroit smash. He broke Bakugo's arm. He broke Ida's 2 legs. And the sugar guy, he killed him. So, yes, that guy's dead. And everybody saw this. And they were scared. And Izuku, his face showed no emotion. But you could see the rage in his eyes. It showed no emotion. But the rage you saw, it wasn't just regular rage. It was negative. It was negative rage. Rage that no one in their life has seen before. But Izuku, he then powered down and he passed out. When he woke up, everybody was looking at him in disgust. He killed one of the classmates. And, well, he broke Ida's 2 legs and broke Bakugo's 1 arm. And everybody thought he was a villain. They just saw the power he just had. It just looked like he was gonna kill every single one of them if he didn't pass out. And he then woke up and said, What's going on? And they all said, "Hey, be quiet. You killed him. You also hurt Bakugo. Uraraka, and Ida." And Izuku looked at Uraraka and just rushed over there and grabbed the necklace and broke that right in front of her face. Everybody was frightened, scared, and they saw the rage in Deku's face. He then threw the necklace in front of her face. And everybody said, what is wrong with you? And he just said, "Shut up. You don't even know what went on there." And they said, "What are you talking about?" "Well, what do you think they were doing naked? Huh? Put it together, Mineta. I think you can explain everything to them." And Mineta started to realize what Izuku was talking about. He then said, "Wait, guys, I think what Izuku's trying to tell us is that Uraraka, she cheated on him." And Shoko, when she heard this, she just went over there and slapped Uraraka as hard as she could. And Uraraka had a freaking slap mark on her face. The mark was red, and I mean red. Everybody was shocked. And Shoko then said, "How could you do that to Deku? You're just a slut." And he then says, "Calm down, Shoko, calm down." And he then says, "It doesn't matter. Alright? Doesn't matter." Ho Chaco. Bro, he said Ho Chaco, bro. He said Ho Chaco. I'm pretty sure I saw this in one of these guys with this. He said Ho Chaco. That's tough. That's tough. And everybody heard what he said. Ho Chaco. And they knew he wasn't that wrong for saying it. And, well, Izuku then looked at Uraraka and said, I'm disappointed in myself that I ever even loved you. Can't believe I even got you something for my birthday when it was mine. My birthday. Huh. I'm disappointed in myself. You're just a stupid whore." And he just walks out. After that, a week passes. Izuku is in class, and so is everyone else. Everybody hasn't forgot about it. So, a lot of people, everybody in the class has been distant from Uraraka, haven't been talking to her, except for Ida and Uraraka, Ida Bakugo. They were healed from Recovery Girl, but they were still sore. And Sugar Guy, still dead. A lot of people in the school were shocked from this, but they did know that, well, he was just angry and felt a rage. He couldn't stop himself since his girl did cheat on him. Class 1B knew not to mess with Izuku, or they will not come out unscathed. And, well, they were out wrong. Izuku is just sitting in the classroom, listening to Aizawa. Alright, class, today we're gonna be going to the USJ. Oh, I read that wrong. Sorry. Today, class, tomorrow, class, we're gonna be going to the USJ. And they said, wait, what? The USJ? And he just says, it's not what you think it is. It's the, what was it called, bro? Universal, no, it's not Universal. Bro, what did he put, bro? Like, what did you put? This guy doesn't know how to put stuff, right? Like unforscaping facility joints or something like that. And that's what he said, bro. I'm pretty sure that's not what it's called, but that's what he said. But Izuku is just looking at Zayo and said, okay. And they did all just keep on going and listening to class. But a few minutes later, Aizawa said, alright, class, today we're going to be doing something different that we usually do. And then they didn't all hear loud footsteps. And they didn't hear, it's me coming through like a normal person. And they didn't see All Might in his old age suit. And everybody is just seeing it all. Like, All Might. It can't be. But Izuku just looking at All Might like he just a normal person. Because that's what Izuku thinks his All Might is. He doesn't think of him like as a bad guy or nothing like that. He's just that he's met him so many times that he just thinks he's just a normal person. That's what All Might is. A normal person. Izuku then says, okay, alright. And All Might then says, alright, class, today we're gonna be doing hero versus villains. So get your hero suits on. And everybody says, alright, are they again? And he then says, oh, you guys forgot where they were? And he pushed the button and their hero suits showed up. Izuku's hero suit. Okay. So this guy doesn't dare to tell us what Izuku's freaking hero suit is. Like, come on now. Like, Izuku's hero suit is not even mentioned. I'm not about to have him wearing the same thing. No, that's not happening. This guy, he gonna be wearing some, you know what? Forget it, bruh. This guy is wearing this right there. This right here. But, you know, it's still in his color, you know. It's his color. You know, it's still in his green stuff color like that. Just go to this photo and look at it colored. You know, so he's rocking this suit, alright? He's rocking this suit. This is how he looking. So, you know, everybody thought his suit was like looking like a villain. Looks like it is a villain. Cause like pretty sure. Hold on, let me go to the picture real quick. Okay, I'm at the picture. Alright, I can control it now. Yeah, bet. So yeah, he look like you. It says right here, you know, looking at him, you would never guess he's a hero. Yeah. Let's go back. Okay, right here. I go back to the thing. I go back to the thing. Alright. Okay. Wait, I'm not controlling the freaking thing? I'm not controlling the... What? Oh, I'm still on that. Oh, sorry. Okay, is it fixed yet? Okay, there we go. Alright, Izuku grabs his hero suit. And the author didn't dare to tell us what his hero suit was. I'm not about to have him wearing the same garbage suit. So he's wearing this. You can't sit here and tell me this version of this suit doesn't go hard. But yeah, he's wearing this. So he walks out, and everybody's not surprised because they already seen what his suit has looked like. So All Might then says, "All right, class, pick something from the bucket, and let's see what you guys team is put on. What you team are put on." And he then says, "Just so you know, one team will have to have 3 people, right?" And he then says, "All right." Everybody then shakes their head, saying, "All right." And they grab the letters or the cards. Izuku and Shoka are on the same team, while they're going against Oraka, Ida, and Bakugo. And when they hear this, Deku says, they're gonna have a hard time. And All Might just says, "Okay, Izuku, you're the villains, and Bakugo and your team, you're the heroes." And Izuku then says, "Yeah, I'm about to be the villain in this." And he walks up to the bomb, or the fake bomb. When they get there, him and Shoka are just having a small conversation. Shoka is still feeling bad for Izuku, and she doesn't know if he's okay right now. So she's been keeping an eye on him, just to make sure he's okay. Shoka then says, "All right, I'm pretty sure it's starting." And they then hear All Might say, "All right, Bakugo's team, you can go in." And Izuku then says, "All right, Shoka. All right, freeze the floor." And Shoka freezes the floor. When she does that, Uraka sees this, and she touches Ida and Bakugo, and they start floating. She then releases it, and they're on the ice right now. They then start walking on it, but it is slippery, so they're having a hard time. But then they then hear footsteps, loud ones, and they then see Izuku with his mask on, and he has his green lightning around him. He says, "Well, basically, it looks like this photo right now." Yes, finally, yeah, I can do it now. Okay, yeah, let me go back to the photo. Well, not the photo, go back to the thing. Right, that's tough. Okay, so I'm back to the writing thing. I'm not the writing, the fanfic. So it looks exactly like this. How he's walking. It doesn't say that, but that's how he's walking in this. Okay, that's how he looks. So he then says, "I'm gonna have a fun time beating you people down," and he then just gets in a stance and just speeds over there. Ida can't see him, so Ida is the one trying to protect Bakugo and Oraka, but then he gets punched in the face by Izuku. Izuku then grabs Ida and then starts doing moves on Ida that he's never seen before. He's doing martial arts type moves, and they're really quick. He then grabs him and starts slamming him back and forth like he's a person on a comic book. And I'm pretty sure what he meant by this is Hulk. So yeah, you know how he did Loki in the first Avengers movie? I'm pretty sure that's what he meant. And yeah, he just does that. And he then throws Ida. And Ida's knocked out. Deku then hears his voice. Well, he then hears his name called out. And then he then says, "Deku!" And he gets pushed by Bakugo. But Deku then sidesteps him and elbows him in the stomach. He then grabs Bakugo by the face and just slams him to the floor. He then grabs Bakugo by his collar and just throws him across the room. And then says, gonna have a fun time beating on you especially. What I did to you a week ago was only the surface of my power. And he didn't crack his fingers like Kaneki. Well, he didn't do that, but, just because he said that, like, I had to have him crack his fingers like Kaneki, okay? I'm putting things in here that he never put in here, so this is my fanfic now, okay? But, yeah. He then puts on... What am I talking about? He then, like I said, cracks his fingers like Kaneki. Izuku then has a sadistic smile on his face. He can't see it. Bakugo can't see it, but he just feels a shiver go down his spine. And Izuku then rushes at Bakugo and just punches him in the stomach and sends him flying out of the building. Uraka, though, she's gone. She's already gone up top of all the way up to the bomb. But then Shoka saw her and said, well, since I didn't do that much to you in the hospital, this is the perfect time. And Shoka basically uses her ice and fire because Izuku has pushed her and told her that it's her quirk, not her father's. And now she wants to use her fire quirk, not for her father, but for Izuku. And she then blasts she then blasts Uraka with her fire and ice. And she then says, what the heck? Freeze and Blaze. And I'm pretty sure Freeze Blaze, or whatever that's called, is the move that Todoroki used on deck. You learned that sports festival. Oh yeah, and that's what that is. I mean, well, yeah, it's whatever. Still, it's a fanfic, and this fanfic done just so long, and this is only chapter 3, my guy. I think they're gonna go up to like 14 chapters. Like, dang. 14 or 15 chapters, I don't know. And, dang. Been sitting in this chair for a while. Alright, so Izuku proceeds to... Not Izuku, bruh. Shoka does what I just said. She says, freeze Blaze. And... God dang. She then does freeze Blaze. And Uraka gets blasted back. And she's knocked out. They didn't hear on the comms. Villains win. After that, Izuku and Shoka, they walk back. A few minutes later, Bakugo, Ida, and Ochaka come back a bit damaged. Uraka being the most one damaged, though. And Izuku then hears... No, not hears. I keep on getting things mixed up. He then feels a tap on his shoulder. And he then gets punched by Uraka. He says, what's wrong with you? Why would you do that? And he says, why would you punch me? What did I do to you? And then she said, you obviously told Shoka to do that to me. Why? And he said, I didn't tell her to do nothing. What did she do? And Shoka then says, I just hit her with a really powerful blast. And Izuku then said, well, what should I care for? You deserve it, Hochako. And she then says, stop calling me that. My name's Ochako. You know that. I'm your girlfriend. And he then says, my girlfriend, huh? Okay, my girlfriend wanted to cheat on me with 3 guys. I'm sorry, but that's not a girlfriend in my book. And he just turns around and starts watching the other fights. She then Uraka then pouts and walks off. And Zuko then says, whatever, man. And he then just starts to look at the battles. After that, All Might ends the class. And everybody goes to their dorms. They get there, and once they get there, everybody's just chilling in the living room like they usually do. And right now, they're all just talking about what are the perfect matchmakers. Mina started it off, and Deku then said, "Well, you and Kaminari, not Kaminari, you and Kirishima, of course." And everybody said, "Yeah, of course, yeah, that's obvious." And then Deku then says, "Well, I got another one, Mineta and Kaminari." And everybody starts laughing. And Kaminari and Mineta say, "Hey, we're not like that. We're perverts. Of course we look on girls, but we're not like that." And Izuka then said, "I was just kidding, alright? Mineta, your matchmaker is the freaking mop, alright?" And everybody just starts laughing even harder. Mineta just says, "Izuku, stop, please. You're just..." Okay, let me try to start doing that Mineta voice. "Izuku, stop." Okay, let me stop playing, but I can't do that shit. Okay, "Izuku, stop. You're going too far." And he says, I'm sorry. I'm going too far." But we all know it's the truth. And everybody just starts laughing even harder. Mina then says, "Well, I have one. Kaminari and Jericho." And Jericho then says, "Wait, me and Kaminari? No, never." And then Deku then said, "Yeah, I don't know. Like, have you guys been noticing? Like, I don't know if Jericho is the one to like guys. I think she might like girls." And everybody shocked. And Jericho then says, I don't like girls." And she then says, oh yeah, prove it." And she then says, "Alright," and she kisses Kaminari on the lips. Everybody shocked as fuck. Okay, I didn't want to say that because I'm not trying to get them on side, but everybody just traumatized as fudge. Okay, I just not trying to say that. And everybody's like, okay, Deku, I guess your theory was wrong. And then Izuku then said, hold up. Alright, I got a better one. Ho Chaco. And everybody just starts to laugh, giggle, because everybody started to laugh when Izuku started calling Ochako Ho Chaco. But Ho Chaco, Bakugo, and Ida. But then he then says, "Well, hold up. Didn't that already happen?" Yeah, I don't know if I should do that. I mean, it is a perfect matchmaker. And hold up. And then he then hears the guy with the dark shadow. I don't know his name, but I don't know how his name looks like, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Alright, I don't know how to pronounce most people's names, but he then sees the guy with the dark shadow and says, "Hey guys, I found this in Uchaka's room." And everybody was like, "What were you doing in her room?" And he said, "Well, I just lost something in there when we went in there to go check what was going on, and I finally found it." And then everybody said, "Oh." So he then said, "Hey guys, look at this," and he showed her a list. It said prostitute list. Everybody was just shocked. This made Deku even more angrier, because this means that she'd been cheating on him since the start. So he then looks over and is like, "So you're a dirty whore, a dirty whore. Not only are you already a prostitute, but you're gonna have a boyfriend while you're doing it. You're just a bitch, you know that." Alright, I had to say that because Like, that's tough. That's really, really tough, though. That's tough, though. Dang, that's tough. But he just says, you really tried to get me back after that. And everybody had to hold Shoka back from freaking strangling Ochako out. And after that, they didn't look at the price. And they saw, wait, what? 300,000 yen for a BG. 1 million yen for fun time. And 10 million yen for freaking special fun time. Okay. Izuku, like, he's right now, he just doesn't think this is, I'm putting this in for myself, he just doesn't even think this is a joke right now. He just like, what? Like, he didn't look on there and then said, wait, how many people even was on this? And he looked, all of them only had one person, and that was just one person. Nobody knew it. She just had one person down for it, and he was like, wait, what? Hold up, that should have been much to provide for her, but it's already seemed like she already used it all up. Okay, but then he double checked it, and he didn't. Hold up, wait a minute. And he looked at the second list, and it said special B job fun time for 100 million yen. And everybody just started laughing at that point. Everybody just started crying their eyes out. They just couldn't take it anymore. They're just dying at this point. And Uraka being embarrassed, and he then said, hold up. He then looked at it, and he then saw Bakugo, Ida, and the guy with the sugar. He said, oh, they got it for free. And everybody just started laughing and everything. I don't see how that's a funny joke, but I just did it. So, no, that didn't happen in the fanfic. I just put that in there. Put my little spicy up in there. Like, who can't do that? I know it's your fanfic, my guy, but still, I want to do my own thing. So, Izuku then proceeds to, well, all that stuff didn't happen, just so you know. So that's, you guys to, like, what really happened. He, like, that prostitute junk, that never happened, alright? That never happened. So, after he said, like, all that happened, like, that with Ida, Bakugo, that's already happened and stuff like that. He then says, well, what else? Froppy and, I'm gonna just call the guy with the dark shadow. I'm gonna call him Shadow, alright? So he says Froppy and Shadow. That's a good matchup. Good matchup. And they didn't say, wait, what are you talking about? He says, come on now. They both look like animals. Froppy, well, not animals. They both look like different type of beings. Froppy, she looks like a frog. And Shadow, he looks like a bird with a freaking peak. And they didn't say, well, you're not wrong. Yeah, he's not wrong. And he's looking and says, well, I don't really have nothing else. But everybody then says, hold up, we have something. And they all say it at the same time. And said, you and Shoka. And everybody said that. Not Uraka or, Bakugo or Ida. They're still embarrassed and ashamed of themselves. But, everybody says you and Shoka at the same time. And, Deku then says, wait, what? Me and Shoka? I don't know about that. And they just say, oh, come on now. You guys are best friends and you guys always hang out. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that you guys are not the perfect match. And Izuku looks at Shoka, and Shoka has a blush on her face, and he says, well, I mean, it wouldn't be bad dating her. And, this makes her even more red. And everybody is just like, come on, date. And he says, no, I don't feel like doing that right now. And they're like, but, and he says, no, I already came back from a stressful relationship. And he looks at Uraraka. And everybody understands. And after that, everybody goes to sleep. They wake up the next day. And today, they're going to the USJ. Or the rhymes. Today, they're going to the USJ. And when they get there, everybody has their costumes on. And their hero suits on. And everybody's on the bus. Right now, everybody's just talking. Since they've already talked about everybody's quirks, they're just talking. And Izuku and Shoka are just talking about what they're gonna do at the USJ. And when they get there, everybody is just excited. They get there. And the hero 13, which Uraraka starts fangirling over. But then 13 then says, aren't you Uraraka? And she says, wait, you know about me? And he said, yeah, Aizawa told me about you. You shouldn't be doing that to a fellow classmate, especially on school grounds. And she says, what do you... But then Uraraka realized what she's talking about, and she then says, oh. And Izuku then says, well, everybody told her now. That junk has gone viral. Ugh. Sorry. Everybody knows about that junk right now. So Izuku and Shoka just talking right now, while 13 is explaining everything. Kaminari, Kurashima looks down and says, hey, you guys even have real villains? And Ozoden says, those aren't real villains. Those aren't fake villains. And he then gets down and says, 13, protect all the kids, alright? And 13 shakes her head. Ozoden gets down there and he starts doing as much as he can. And Izuku told Ida to go get All Might. And before they could do anything, they were then warped to a portal. Warped inside of a portal. 13 didn't know where they went, but they weren't coming out of no other portal around the USJ. They were gone. Once they were there, they landed inside of solid 4. They looked up to see it was a huge door. And he then said, wait, is this? And Izuku realized that this was a dungeon. And he then said, everyone, this is a dungeon. We have to be careful. And everybody weren't ready for this. They've been, told about the dungeons and stuff, but they weren't ready for one yet. And everyone just started to kind of panic. Izuku told them to calm down, we have this. And Izuku then saw some of the Class 1B. He then said, wait, what are you guys doing here? And they said, we were warped here. I think UA's being attacked. And he then says, oh, shoot. We have to get back quickly. And Ida says, well, let's go to here. And before he opens the door, he then says, Izuku then says, wait, Ida, did you tell All Might to come here? And Ida said, yeah, I did it in time before we got warped away. And he said, alright, perfect. Alright, do it. Wait, don't do it. Actually, don't open the door. And Ida opened the door. And they all were pulled in there like a cyclone. And once they were in there, the door shut closed. And they were stuck in there. What they saw scared them. They saw a statue. A red statue. With white lines around it. And with purple energy coming off of it. And white energy on top of it. They were all trembling like they were in front of a god. And they just felt the need to bow. And that's what they did. When they got up, they didn't know why they did that, but the the statue, it was looking at Izuku out of all of them. And the statue then spoke and said, yes, you are finally here, Izuku Midoriya. And he then says, how do you know my... But then he then cut off when that statue made a smile. A crazy and a scary negative smile. And everybody were just scared. Kaminari, Mineta, Bakugo, and Ida took a dump in their pants. And they were just scared shitless. And, well, everybody was just frightened. But then they then saw the statue's eye glow red. And then Deku then said, hey everyone, duck! And everyone started to duck. But one class 1B student, he did it in time. And he got his body disintegrated. And everybody was looking in horror. And they said, this is not a drill, alright? We could die. Everyone, follow my rules, alright? And everybody shook their head. He then started to look around for stuff. And he then said, oh, it's a pedal stone. And he went all the way over there as fast as he could with his quirk, which was pretty fast. He read what he could. He then heard praise. No, not praise. He then heard tell and praise the negative. And tell your negative story. And use your negative against them. And he then rushed back over there. He then said, alright. We have to worship our negative feelings. Alright? That's the first step. And everyone said, well, how do we do that? And he then says, well, think of something negative. Alright? Think of that. And Izuku is just his voice is cracking because he's scared. And he then starts to think about the bullying Bakugo gave him. The things All Might said about him. The things everybody was saying about him back then. You can't be a hero. You won't survive a dungeon, not even stepping foot onto the hero course. He just heard all that in his head. Then saw Uraka cheating on him. And then saw the worst side of all. Shoko dying. The statue proceeded to smile. But two Class 1B members. And, well, the tape guy? That guy wasn't so lucky. They got smashed with the big statue putting their feet on them. And, well, Deku then said, this isn't a god. This is the devil. And he then said, oh, alright, so somebody tell their negative story. Or something that bad happened to me as a kid. And Shoko proceeded to say, oh, alright, I was abused by my father since I got my quirk. I've been beaten. So have my siblings, my older siblings before me. And so has my mother. She's gone to the hospital to get help. And this mark, this was given to me by her. And my older brother, Todoroki, he died when he was 12 in a fire. And everybody's shocked, but right now they really don't care. They're just scared. And the statue then starts to smile, but then lifts up his feet, and he's about to smash his feet on down to Shoko. But then Izuku says, "I'm quirkless," and everybody looks at him and says, "What are you talking about?" He said, "I'm quirkless. This is not my quirk. This is All Might's quirk. All you This quirk was passed down to me by All Might. I was quirkless. I was weak before this. All of this. This is just me, just trying to live a fake life. I'm quirkless. I was weak, and I still am. Every single day I was bullied just because I didn't have one. Everyone always told me I couldn't be a hero. I couldn't survive any time in a dungeon. I couldn't even survive one day out in hero course. I was always bullied by Kamchan, his goons, and everybody in the school. Everybody always told me I couldn't do nothing. I'm a loser, and I always wanted to kill all of them. I always wanted to do it, but I held myself back because I thought of myself as crazy. Because I wanted to be a hero, but what type of hero wants to kill somebody? And everybody was looking at Deku strangely, and they were kind of sad for him. Also scared. He wanted to kill all of them. Everybody in his school, including his principals and, well, teachers. They were kind of scared. And the statue stopped what he was doing. And then said, he then started to laugh and laugh and laugh sadistically. And everybody was getting scared. And then said, okay. It then said, use the negative. And he starts looking around, and he then sees other statues with negative type of faces on them. They just look, well, soulless. And he then says, everyone, run to the statues now. And everybody started running to each statue. And Izuku, he was at one of these statues, but Shoka, she was under the wrong statue, and it was about to crush her. But then he came in and pushed her out of the way and slided his foot. It got crushed. He then screamed out in pain and said, "My foot! Ah!" And everybody was looking at horror at what happened to Izuku. We just said, "Don't pay attention to me, alright? Focus on the." But then they all saw the little, well, not little, the huge statue in front of them, the red huge statue in front of them. He then said, "Everyone, use the negative statues. Put your negative thoughts or energy, whatever, inside of them." And he grabbed onto the negative statue he was standing. He was right next to it, and so did Shoka. And everybody just started using the negative against him. But it wasn't working. But an altar showed up in the middle. And Izuku said, run to the altar. And they all started tailing over there. But one class 1B student got killed. Once they got there, he then said, "Alright, wait, we're missing Uchako." And he then looked back and saw Uchako on the floor. And she was screaming for help, and he said, "I gotta go get her." And he goes over there with his 1-for-all activated, and he gets her. But he saves her in the process. When he gets her, he then says, "Come on." But then he gets his foot crushed once more by the statue. And he then says, "Ah!" And he, with a speed, he lunged off before he got his leg crushed. He lunged off of it. And, well, he landed into the altar. He started screaming out in more pain and said, "Alright, what do we do next? Bakugo, read that." And he points to the stone tablet. And he then says, we have to pay attention to all of them, all of the statues. And the statues are all around him. And he then says, "Everyone, look out each statue. Wait, don't take your eyes off of them." And everybody just starts looking at each statue. And Uraraka sees the door open, and she's the one that was holding Deku up. And she said, "The door's open. Forget this. Forget you, Deku. I'm out." And she hops off there and he says, "No, Uraraka, it's a trap." But then nothing happens to her. And she gets teleported out of there. Everybody that saw that was thinking we should go. And Ida was the next one to leave. And after that, it was Monoma, then Kendo. The door's closing. And all that was left was the whole class 1A. And Izuku said, "Alright, everyone else, leave." And they said, "Wait, we're not leaving you." And he says, "Leave now." And everybody said, "No, we're not gonna." And he then flashes his quirk to 100% with the purple lightning all around him and says, "Leave!" And they all just get scared and they start to run out of there. Except for Shoka. And she says, "I'm not leaving you, Izuku. I'm not." And he then says, "Oh no." And the statue, since everybody has left, there's no statue there's nobody looking at the statues. And they're all about to strike down at them. He says, "Oh no, Shoka." And he, with his one for all, he charges it up all the way to 1,000,000%. This gives him lightning legs. It makes his foot lightning, so he's able to run. And he then grabs he grabs Shoka, and he then has her at the door, and he kisses her on her lips and says, "I love you." And he pushes her out of there, and she gets teleported out of there. And everybody ends up back at the USJ with All Might there. He defeated all the villains. There's no Nomu though. He then looked at every single one of them and said, "Where's young Midoriya?" And they then said, he stayed back. He stayed back to protect all of us." And he then said, "Wait, what? That can't be. Why would you guys let him stay?" And then said, "We tried to stop him, but he insisted. His quirk, it just made him lots more scarier. It seemed like he powered it up to his most powerful extent. He was going farther than he ever has." And he then said, young Midoriya, I need to find a way. I need to find a way to get him." But then they didn't see a portal open up, where Deku's lifeless body falls out. They didn't see a spear straight through Deku's heart. And his legs, all the way up to his knees, were cut off. And his right arm, it's gone. And his eye, well, his eye, it's not there either. Everybody is looking at him in horror. They race over at Deku and say, Are you okay, Izuku? We're so sorry." And he then says, "It's alright. I'm just glad you guys are okay." And he spits out a lot of blood. He then says, "Oh my, I just want you to know that I thought of you as a father figure. So I'm not asking this as your successor. I'm asking this as your son. Please give my quirk to somebody worthy of it. And you know what? Give it to Shoka." And he then says, I'm not gonna do that. You're gonna survive. You're gonna survive this, Midoriya." And he says, "I know I'm not gonna survive this. My condition, it's not gonna be healed by anyone. Nobody can do this. And if they could, they would lose their life. And I'm not about to let that happen. I'm sorry, but just let me die." And Shoka is just crying. She just holding Izuku in her arms, and she just says, "No, we won't let you die, Izuku. We won't." And he then says, "I'm sorry, I have to go." And he puts his left hand on Shoko's cheek, and he then says, "I love you, Shoko." And he kisses her until he then says, "Tell my mom I love her, and I thank her for all she's done for me." And Izuku closes his eyes, and his hand falls on Shoko's cheek, and everybody is just crying. All Might and Shoko are crying the most, and everybody is just sad. Izuku died a true hero, and All Might will make sure that he will be remembered. And well, he made sure that he was gonna find whoever did this, whoever opened that portal. But what did he know? It wasn't the person's fault, whoever opened it. See, the person that opened the portal was a villain, Kurogiri, but it wasn't his fault. He was being controlled by somebody specifically. We now skip back. Well, we now go back to that dungeon. We now see that red devil, and then says, my successor, you finally have the need. You finally are thinking negative." Izuku, when he died, he was thinking about all the stuff that happened to him and all the stuff he would do. But he knew he couldn't do nothing. He then said, "Well, you're not gonna die on my watch. All those people that have disrespected me and you're gonna kill them all. You're gonna kill them all, kid. You're gonna kill them all. You're gonna kill them all." And this devil, this says, this is just the beginning of an end. This is the beginning of the world of negative. And that's the end of chapter 3, my guy. That's the end of chapter 3, bro. Bro, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that didn't go hard. So yeah, I'm gonna read a little bit more, and because I want to see him with his powers. Like, pretty sure he gets his powers. Okay, chapter 4, the world of negative. We now see a 16-year-old Izuku in his bed. It's been a year, and UA has been shut down for, well, a year. Since the feds and the government knows about UA, what happened with the USJ, they shut it down for a year. And you know they couldn't shut it down forever, because it still is a hero school, and people still need to become heroes. We just needed to shut it down for a while. Izuku's mom, though, she didn't make it out so good. She, after hearing Izuku's last words, she started going into more depression. She started drinking more, eating more candy, eating and drinking at the same time, just grieving. And, well, she didn't guess what was going to happen next. One day, she met a guy named Toshinori Yagi. And, well, she didn't know this was the #1 hero, All Might. But she saw him with a grieving look on his face, and he was just drinking. They had a simple conversation. And after that night, they proceeded to have a relationship. That a year later, they had a child. Her name being Izumi. She eventually figured out that he was All Might, but she knew that Izuku thought of All Might as his father, so She and her, him and Inko got married real quick. They didn't care what anyone thought, but they just knew that they were happy together, even though they were still grieving over Izuku. Shoko, though, she took it worse out of all of them. She started to go into deeper depression. Her father, once he came home to train her, she beat him. It was the other way around from what though usually happens. She beat him, and it was the other way around. After she was done, he was bloody, and she told him the same thing would come tomorrow. And that's what happened. For a year straight, she just kept on beating Endeavor. She went out with her friends, but she always wore a fake smile to tell them that they were okay. She was okay. They all knew she wasn't okay though. All the other Class 1A members and some of the Class 1B, the whole UA for that, instance, was grieving over Izuku. Even people that didn't even know him. They knew he died a hero's death. And, well, he will be remembered. He was put at the UA. He was put in front of the UA gates as a statue. It had the kid that died a hero. And would always be remembered. Where did they know? That kid never died. He was just hiding the true power. You could say he was reborn, but he wakes up a different person. He wakes up a different breed. He wakes up a devil. We now see Izuku Midoriya waking up. He has different features. His hair is white. His eyes are purple. He has black fingernails. And he's just getting up. He's looking at himself. And he wonders, how is he alive? He knows he died. And he doesn't know how. He's standing. He then hears a voice in his head. He then hears the voice he never wanted to hear again. He heard that devilish voice that he heard in the dungeon. Hey, kid. He then shivered from hearing the voice. He then said, it can't be. I'm out of the dungeon. How are you talking to me? He said, calm down. Calm down. This is my only time talking to you. Well, until you actually need my help, I'll just be a guidance for you. You're gonna be the holder of my power. You noticed how your power, your lightning, when you use your one for all ability, you notice how it becomes, well, you notice how it became purple. Well, that was me feeding me your negative energy. All them times you wanted to kill Bakugo and everyone in the school, that was me feeding you your negative energy. And it was just me showing you what you really are. You're just like me, Izuku. You're a born devil. You wonder why you never see your father? Huh. Kid, you're the one that killed him. And Izuku says, what are you talking about? I never knew him. Huh. You never knew him, huh, kid? You must have... You obviously forgot. I mean, you were only one. But you were a smart kid. Able to walk, talk. You're a pretty weird one, too. Back then, when you were one, your father was there. He was taking you to the park one day. And, well, when he got there, you guys got there. You guys were playing around and all that. And then, see, what you did was something a kid should never do. You got mad at your dad. And, well, see, you and your dad were standing on top of a big park. And you were getting mad at him. And he was just smiling. Because that's what a dad does. Not because he was mad at you, just because he thought it was funny. But then you were so mad that you pushed him off. And he landed on his head and cracked it. And, well, that's how Hisashi Midoriya died. But nobody knows how. Because you are the one that buried his body. It's all the way down at Medeguro Beach. It's crazy how you went to go train there. But, well, you made sure no one was gonna find it. Well, I was helping you a little bit. Most of it, actually. You made sure no one was gonna find it, though. And I'm surprised that nobody found it yet. It's been 13 years and nobody has found that body. I'm impressed, kid. But that's the reason why I picked you as my successor. You have the negative energy inside of you. And you're a devil like me. You might not be one or physically be one, but trust me, kid, I'ma make you one. Izuku, he's just shocked. He killed his own father at 1, and he didn't feel nothing towards it. When he saw it, he just stared at it, not crying, not nothing. He just stared at it. He knew there was something wrong with him. And if he wanted to do this, he might as well become negative. He might as well live up to what the devil was saying. He might as well be the next one to control the negative feelings of anyone. Alright. Now, you should see something in front of you. And a 4K screen pops up in front of Izuku's face. Kind of like the solo leveling screen. And he then says, "What is this?" And he says, "This is how you level up. You need to do these quests. But just so you know, this is unlike a different system of mine. Well, not of mine. My arch nemesis is the solo leveling system. You won't get punishments. You won't get punishments, but you can do whatever you want. You can skip it. I don't really care. But just so you know, what you do here makes you stronger than anyone. Without a quirk. It doesn't matter, Izuku. You'll be a god. You'll be a god amongst gods. But just know one day, you're going to have to fight your arch nemesis, the solo leveling system. You're going to have to do it." And he says, who's that? And he said, well, what I know, it's this kid. His name, sorry guys. It's this kid. Well, not kid. It's this guy, Katoya Todoroki. Well, he's going by Dabi now, but he's the one with the solo leveling. He's a vigilante. He doesn't kill as much, but, well, his quirk is called cremation. He also has the solo leveling system, so he's really powerful. So watch out, kid. You're gonna have to fight him one day. And, yeah, I don't know what this guy's doing with Dabi, but, I mean, like, when you think about it, Dabi does kind of look like the guy with the solo leveling system. You know, he got the cloak, he got the freaking white shirt, you know, he got all that. He got the hair, when you think about it, it's really not that different. He got the blue fire, blue flames, and all that. It's really not that different when you think about it. And yeah, but so let's get back into the story. Izuku then looks up at the quest and says, 100. No, not 100, bro. I keep on messing up. This is 500 push-ups, 500 sit-ups, 500 squats, and a 500-kilometer run. I don't know if that's actually a thing, but whatever, my guy. But he then sees that. He then says, "I'll get to it then." He says, the devil then says, "All right, I'll contact you when you need to get explained about your powers. All right." And Izuku then says, "Yeah, whatever." And he gets started on his training. He starts doing 500 push-ups non-stop, 500 sit-ups non-stop, 500 squats non-stop, a 500-kilometer run, no slowing down, every single day, every day. And after that, 1 year passes. He's 16 now, and well, he's not 16. He's he graduates. He's 15 now. No, he's 15 and a half. Cause he has to be turning 16. Cause I said there were 6 months. He said there were 6 months in there. So he messed up when he said it was 16. I just fixed your mistake, my guy. So Izuku, a year later, this guy is built. He's been doing all of his quest as much as he can, every day, non-stop. He's only been eating, vegetables. He's only been eating salad every day, and he only eats 1 bowl every day. After that, it goes back. He does 3 sets of his quest every single day. 3 sets of them every single day, back to back. A year later, he's buff. You want to see it through his, shirt, or what he be wearing. Because that's how Izuku likes it. He wants you to underestimate him. Then he just, kills you right there. Today is the day he gets to explain his powers. It's been a while, kid. And he says, I didn't get your name. And he says, just call me Bet. Alright, Bet. What do you want? He says, kid, you finally, you can keep on doing these quests of yours. But you've been earning a lot of things over it. You've been earning a lot of stamina, regeneration, speed, strength, agility, awareness. All of your senses being heightened. Those have been your rewards. But I just accept them for you, so you don't have to go through that. So, I want to tell you about your powers. So, kid, your powers are, and author's point of view. Okay, about to read this by myself once more. Sorry, guys. Alright, so basically, his first ability is, if you guys know about Nova, know about Nova, basically it's negative Nova energy. See, he gets a white type energy around him, kind of like Nova. You know how Nova has that type of energy? That's what I'm talking about. He gets those white and purple energy orbs around his hands, and he can put it around his whole body to fly. He can shoot that and absorb energy. his second ability is negative creation. It basically like Mr. Negative. Whatever he touches, he can upgrade like a sword. If he were to slash the air with his powers activated, he would create a slash. Well, as he like to call it, a negative slash. His next power is negative think. You can make anyone think negative thoughts, make them want to commit suicide, or even make them, well, kill anyone. And what was the other one? Hold up. Okay. So he then has negative. Well, hold up. Okay, negative pull. He can basically use telekinesis. When he uses telekinesis, his negative energy is around him, and his white purple aura is around you. And he can basically do anything with it. He then has his transformation, and he calls this negative mode, or whatever he calls the jump. Negative mode, I guess that's what he calls it. I don't know why he calls it negative mode, but you gotta look up something better, my guy. So, negative mode. It basically makes his hair turn purple, like light purple, and his arms, he starts getting enveloped in white nova energy, and he gets way more buffer. He doesn't grow though, he just gets buffer, and he gets 20 times stronger than he usually is. Everything's 20 times multiplied by 20, every single thing. And then you have his final move, God level threat. Okay, guys, God level threat. I don't know, I'm guessing like this is his most powerful move. So, God level threat. Basically, I'm gonna tell you like the transformation, how it works. So, the guy basically said it's kind of like a planetary devastation on himself. Rocks come to him, and he's all the way up in the sky, looking like a planetary devastation. Then lightning strikes down on the penetration orb, and his blue lightning got first. Then a little bit of white lightning inside of the blue. Then it becomes white. Then it becomes purple with white aura around it. And after that, it explodes. And all you see is him with purple armor around him. Well, not purple armor around him. You see him with black armor around him, then purple energy coming off of it. Yeah, purple freaking lines on it, light purple lines on it. But then you didn't see his face. It looks like a devil. His face is red. It's death energy coming off of him. It's red death energy coming off of him. And, well, that's what it is. So, that's just his powers. So, I don't know about this, but I don't know if he's going to be getting more powers in the future, since he still can level up. So, I don't know. But, anyway, Izuku then says, so those are my powers. Alright, I think it's time to go back to Japan. And all this time, Izuku has been... Sorry about that, guys. All this time, Izuku, he has been, and where should this guy be? Where should he be? Cause, like this guy just says, all this time Izuku has been somewhere. I'm like, bro, you're gonna have to explain it, bro. I'm gonna be a better author, all right? He's been in North Yankton, okay? I'm just saying. He's been in training in Los Angeles. Yeah, Los Angeles, where it's hot. You know, basically, he decides it's time to go back. So he decides that he's gonna try out his new flying ability. The white aura, the white energy starts going around his whole body. Then purple energy starts going around it too, around the white energy, and he starts blasting off. He can't control it at first, but then he gets the hang of it. He starts doing tricks up in the air and all that. So he gets to Japan in about 30 minutes. And I don't know how far Japan is from Los Angeles. I'm pretty sure it is far. So he got there really quick. I know it's not that freaking. I know it's far enough for it to be like literally a few hours now. Every plane ride gotta be a few hours unless like it's like you flying to like somewhere that's literally right there. But yeah, so he gets there. And he drops down at his house. He knocks on the door, keeps on knocking on the door, and then somebody comes to the door. He then sees this man with a bald man and says, "Hey, what are you doing here?" He says, a woman named Iko Midoriya used to live here. Do you know where she is?" And he then said, "Well, she's been moved out a year ago." And he then said, "Well, do you know where she lives?" And he then says, "Yeah, up there next to her, there's rich people." And he then said, "Oh, thanks." And he started to walk over to where the guy pointed. And he got there to that house. He got there to the neighborhood. And he started knocking on each door. And one person told him where like Inko was. So he walked over to that house. It's a big house. A blue big house. He then sees a Mustang in the garage and says, "Huh, I wonder who she's living with. Or does she make this money on her own?" He then walks up the steps and then starts knocking on the door. And when he door opens, he then sees Inko, but not the fat Inko, the skinny Inko back then. The Inko we all love, that we wish we could tap, okay? The Inko that we all wish that we get freaking clap their cheeks, alright? That Inko, my guy. Why would you do that to yourself, Inko? You were so fine. Like, you were so fine. Why? You wanna been have All Might. Oh, God. All Might wanna hit you with a Detroit Smash. But, anyway. He then sees her, and she then says, excuse me, sir, what are you doing at my house? Do you need something? Do the neighbors need something? And he then says, wait, you don't recognize me? And she then says, I'm sorry, but I don't know who you are. And he says, oh, that kind of hurts. You don't remember your own son? And she then says, sir, please stop doing that. My son's dead, alright? Don't come back to this house. And he's about to close the door. She's about to close the door, and he says, Mom, stop. It's me, Izuku. And she then says, my son's dead. And he then says, well, I'm your son. I'm not dead. I didn't die that day. Well, yeah, I didn't die that day. She then said, Izuku, is it really you? And he said, well, if you have to go to the grave and check my body, you can. And she then says, well, fine, I'll go there. And she goes there to dig up Izuku's body. And she then says, I want to get paid for this, just so you know. Not because I'm like a gold digger or anything like that. It's just, I don't feel comfortable digging my son's grave. digging up my son's grave. So I feel like I should get something for this. And he says, "Well, you look like you're doing yourself well. I don't know if you need some money, but whatever." And she starts digging it up, and then she sees, the little thing that they hold people in their graves. So she opens it and then doesn't see any body. And she then looks over at Izuku, and she then says, "Izuku," and he then says, "In the flesh." And she runs over and hugs Izuku and says, "My baby boy, you're alive. I thought you were dead." And she just starts crying. And he then says, "Yeah, I thought I was dead too." In his head, he says that. He said, "Yeah, I just don't know how I woke up. I woke up in Los Angeles. And, well, I woke up in Los Angeles today. And, well, I just came here. My hair was different and my eyes were different." And he was lying, obviously lying that he woke up today, woke up a year ago. But yeah, so he then said, she then said, "I have to tell Toshinori." And he then says, "Wait, Toshinori, who's that?" And he says, "Oh, you never figured out his real name?" And he says, "Who are you talking about?" "All Might." And he says, "Wait, All Might? That's who you're living with? He's your husband now?" And she says, "Yeah." And yeah, she then says, "Well, he's obviously not gonna abandon us." And he then says, "Wait, what?" And he has flashbacks about what he did. He doesn't know if he should tell his mom or not. If he should tell his mom that he was a born killer. Like, you a born killer, my guy. If you kill somebody at 1 year old, just know that you're going to jail. You're going to jail as soon as you hit the age of freaking 16. As soon as you hit the age of 16, it's behind bars for you. Not because like you going freaking like you're just gonna mess up, my guy. You're just gonna get caught slipping. But anyway, sorry. Okay, Izuku is then told by. Sorry, Izuku is then told by Inko that he's not gonna abandon us, and he then says, "Yeah, okay." And he then starts to follow Inko, and they drive back to the house. And when they get there, Toshinori just says, "Inko, who is this? Who is this young man?" And he says, "Oh, it's me, young Midoriya." And he then says, "Oh, really funny kid. You're not him, okay? Can you stop doing those jokes around my wife?" And she then says, "No, it's really Izuku." And he says, Are you serious, Inko? Are you sure?" And he said, "Yeah, we dig up the body and couldn't find nothing. So, yeah, there's nothing there." And I don't know why he put that in there, but yeah, I actually did. I actually did the. But I'm guessing like Izuku, he's gonna be like a funny guy. I don't know if he gonna be like a funny guy around everybody else. But then when it's time to get serious, he's serious. He on your ass. But anyway, yeah. So All Might, this is young Midoriya, and he says, "Well, you're my stepfather now, so just call me Izuku." And he just says, "Or Izuku, I'm so glad you're back." And he just hugs him, and he then says, All Might, All Might." He then says, "Toshinori, you're freaking hugging me too hard." And he then says, "Oh, sorry." And he says, "Well, you weren't as bad as my mom." And he remembers when Inko literally choked him out. And he then said, "Well, I gotta get going." And they then said, "What are you talking about? Where do you have to get going?" And he then hears footsteps coming. He then hears footsteps on the steps, walking down. He then hears, "Mom, Dad, who's there?" And he then looks, to see a girl with blonde hair and green eyes, with green stripes in her hair. And he then says, "Wait, who's this?" And he then says, "Izuku, meet your little sister, Izumi." And she then says, "Wait, this is Izuku, my brother, the one that you guys always told me about." And they say, "Yeah, he's back." And he just said, "Wait, I have a sister." And she runs over there, and for some reason, Izuku got down and caught her and just lift her up. He doesn't know why he did it, but he's just did it. And he just said, "Whoa, why did I do that?" Well, whatever. "Hi, I'm Izuku. I'm your big brother." And she said, "Yeah, hi, I'm Izumi. I'm your little sister." And he just said, "Huh, you're a lot like me as a kid. Hopefully not that much." And he remembers. He might want to tell Toshinori not to take Izumi to the park. If he does, just make sure not to get her mad, because this boy Toshinori, Toshinori, he's not bonesy no more without his quirk. He doesn't, like, when he turns off his quirk, he's not bonesy no more. He actually got a little muscle on him. But yeah. Izuku then says, "Well, alright, I really have to get going though." And he then says, they didn't say, "Why are you going? You just got back." And he says, "Well, I got to go see someone." And then Inko says, "Oh, you're going to see Shoka." He said, "Yeah. I haven't seen her in a while." And she then said, Inko said, "Yeah, you probably should go see her. Last time I saw her, she wasn't doing so good." And All Might just said, "Yeah, I did give her I did give her one for all, like you told me, but it seems like she's doing good with it, and she trains every day with me. So yeah." He then says, "Wait, when are you guys gonna train?" He then says, "Tomorrow." And tomorrow is tomorrow we're gonna open UA up again. Wait, UA's been closed? And then say, "Yeah. After what happened at the USJ, they closed it down for a year. They didn't want anything to happen. They wanted the people to calm down. So UA is the second best school right now." And he said, "Huh, I'm gonna have to change that." And then said, "Izuku, do you want me to tell Shoka if she could give one for all back to you?" And he said, No, I don't need one for all no more." And he says, "What are you talking about, dude? Like, what happened?" And he said, "Well, I guess you could say my quirk awakened, okay? I guess you could say my quirk awakened." And they then said, "Huh, okay." And he then said, "Well, oh my." He just says, "Okay, so Toshinori, so you said, she's gonna be, tomorrow's your next practice session." And he then says, "Yeah." He says, "Okay. I'm gonna surprise her. So if you're going, I'm just gonna surprise her." And he says, all right. And he then says, "Well, I guess I'll just play with her right now." And he picks Izumi up, and he says, "What do you want to go? Want to go to the park?" And she then says, "Yeah." And Izuku just said, "All right, we'll be gone." And he then walks out. He then says, All Might, not All Might. He just says, Dad. He's saying this so he can get something from Toshinori. He says, "Yeah, Dad." And Toshinori's surprised by this. And he said, "Yeah, what's up, Izuku?" And he said, "Can I get some money, for like $1 million?" And he's like, "Okay, what do you need $1 million for?" And he said, "Well, you see, I just need $1 million, all right?" And he grabs the $1 million because Toshinori just keeps $1 million on him or something like that. Like, bro, you just gonna tell him, you just gonna say he just grabbed $1 million, my guy? Like, I guess Toshinori keeps $1 million on him. And he then grabs the $1 million and walks out. He then starts walking, and then when he sees nobody's looking, he then says, "Izumi, don't tell mom and dad about this, all right?" And she just says, "What?" And he then picks her up, and he starts to fly. She just says, "Oh, this is so cool." And he then says, I'm gonna go to a dealership so I can get me a car, all right?" And she then said, "Okay." And when he got there, he then said, "Okay. I'll take a BMW." And yeah, he then said, "I'll take that." And he then takes a BMW all white, and he has neon lights on the bottom, blue neon lights on the bottom. His rims, they're tinted black. And he also has that blue smoke from the tires. He's like that. He also got the car design. This guy got his freaking turbo up to 100%. His engine's up to 100%. His exhaust all the way up to 100%. His freaking so his freaking windows black, straight black. His what else? Yeah, that's it. So he gets that, and he hops in there, and he tells Izumi to get in. And she says, "Oh, this is a cool car. What is it called again?" And he then says it's called a BMW. And she says, "Oh, hold up, I heard that on a song before." And then she then says, "Here, let me play it." And she grabs the aux cord, and she then gets, I'm putting this in there for myself, for himself. She grabs the aux cord and she puts it on her phone. Izuku, being surprised he even got a phone, he then hears, shout my nigga sing, man, he then hear, "Cop the BMW, new deposit, I put that in another bag, like cooking out my cow in a minute." And everybody just jamming out to that. They just jamming out in the car. But yeah, this is gonna be my favorite song right now. And they just driving. Just over there. Just listening to Polo G right now. And then they arrive at the park. So that music junk, that never happened. Yeah. They really just arrived at the park. But I just added that, alright? So they arrive at the park, and when they get there, her and Izuku just start playing around. And Izuku didn't know. He didn't notice, but he was at the same park on that day. And Izuku then was in front of him and Izumi were about to go down a slide. But then he accidentally bumped Izumi, and she was falling down. And Izuku saw this, and he just literally, he saw this. He went to 100% of his power. He broke the freaking whole playground in half. Like, all the playground junk, the slide destroyed, the freaking platform he was standing on destroyed, all of it destroyed. All right. He then zoomed down there and caught her as fast as he could. And when I tell you, he was faster than the Flash. He was faster than God right there. Faster than God right there. Like, not faster than God, but he was like a quarter behind him, alright? Be a quarter behind God right there. He will phew. But he grabbed her and said, "Yeah, are you okay?" And she said, "Yeah, I'm okay. I was kind of scared, but I knew you were gonna catch me." And he just said, "Okay, we're not going to the park for a while, alright?" And she then says, "Why?" And he says, "Well, I'll probably tell you when you get older." And he then puts her down and says, "Don't look over there. I kind of did something wrong." And Izumi looks over and says, "What did you?" But then sees the wreckage and says, "Yeah, I won't tell mom and dad." And he then says, "Thanks." And he then walks back to his car, and they start jamming out some more Polo G. When they get there, back home, and When they get there, Izuku then says, "Alright, do you guys have any like rooms so I can sleep in?" He says, "Yeah, we have a guest room, but I guess we can make that your room now." And he says, "Sure, sure, sure." So he creates that. He creates his own room. He got all the negative energy around there. When you step up in that jump, negative. Like all you feel is negative energy. He got the Shinigami posters all around. He got the freaking Death Note posters all around on that jump. I'm just playing. It's just a regular room. You know what? Since Izuku's around his family, he got the same all my freaking room, bruh. Same room. And you know, after that, Izuku then goes down and has some dinner with his new family. After that, they just having a fun family talk. They just having laughs. And then Izuku then says, "Well, can't wait to see Shoko tomorrow." And then says, "Yeah, I can't wait to see the look on her face. Are you gonna get with her today? I mean tomorrow?" And he says, "Well, I might." And you know, he then says, "Yeah, I mean, like, you kind of left her hanging when you kissed her when you were presumed dead. How do you think you survived?" And he said, "Well, I don't really know. Lying. But, I don't really know. But whoever saved me, or however I did, I'm thankful for that." And he then said, "Well, I'm gonna go up to bed and lay down." And he goes up, and everybody say, you know, good night. And he gets up there, and when he lays down his bed, he then hears the voice, the devil. He then says, "Pet, but my name not Pet. Bet. What do you want?" And he then says, "All right, sorry, okay, I'm not calling him Pet, bro. That just sounds retarded, you know. His name not gonna be Ryuk. Yeah, boys. Either Nushi Nagami up in the edge on bro. For real. I'm calling him Ryuk. I'm sorry, Bet, but I don't care. That just sounds like a girl name. It don't sound, you know, sinister. Bet, my guy. Bet. Come on now. Your name's Ryuk, alright? So he just says, "What do you want, Ryuk?" And you know, there's this other reason why I named him Ryuk, because I just saw what he was about to say. So he then said, "All right, what do you want, Ryuk?" And he said, "Well, since I've been bored, I'm gonna come into the human world." And he says, "Wait, what?" And he appears in front of him, basically, in a human type form. Not a human form, but he's floating, and he's smaller than he was in the dungeon. So, yeah, he then oh, dang, man. He then okay. Okay. He then just floating like Ryuk, basically. And yeah. And then it says, "Can anybody see you?" He says, "No. Only you can." He says, "Okay, okay." And he said, "Okay. But don't do anything stupid, alright? Don't do anything stupid around here. I don't want to have anything going on. You can go explore your own self. You don't have to always be next to me. But when I need your help, I'm going to call your name. So you can be all around the world for all I care, alright?" And he said, "Yeah, peace." And he just poofed away. And he was just somewhere else. Someone said he was in Las Vegas or something like that. And Izuku went to sleep. He woke up the next day, and he then grabbed the banana and threw it up, and then, "Ryu counts, friend. Nah. We ain't about to do that. We ain't about to do that. You know what we're gonna do, though? We gotta do it like the light Yagami. But, you know, let me tell you this right now. My boy Izuku definitely not ending up like Yagami. Retardo. He got a better IQ than a freaking light, alright? I don't understand. Like, how was you so smart? Like, I wanna like you guys know how in the end of freaking Death Note, he said, "Looks like I win." He was too cocky. You could at least just like not say something, and then kind of come up with a lie. You can't be like that guy was probably planning on to torture me. He was like, yeah, he was gonna plan on torturing me. I got a threatening message from him. If I didn't kill all of you and take you and plant all of this here, I would have died or something like that. Be actually smart with it. But he's being too cocky. He's actually thinking him with a freaking book is about to make him God. You're not the Shinigami in this situation, my guy. You're not the Shinigami. It was freaking tough how he got shot. Bow, bow, bow. And it's like, but real with you though, Ryuk told him that you was dying either way it goes, my boy. You were dying. He literally told whatever human picks up the Death Note first will eventually die by his hand. Like that right there, just told you that Light wasn't winning at all. He was dying with either way it goes. So that freaking show basically telling you that like no matter what power no matter what type of power you have, what type of power you have, how smart you are, you can't become God. There's only one God. And you're not that. Well, you can't become God, but yeah, you can't become God. And you never can. Not even with superpowers. Basically, that's what that show was telling you. That, if you ever see a Death Note, a freaking book that says that you can kill anybody by writing in it, you keep it on you, but you just don't go around killing people with the killing spree. You know what? Fuck that shit. But as soon as Ryuk show up, if I want to saw Ryuk, me, sucker, I'm telling you, hey, how do I resign? How do I resign? I'm out there, bit. I'm like straight up resigning, bro. I don't care. He can have beef with me. I can have anybody else with beef with me. I'm resigning. But I'm getting too off track, for the fanfic. Let's go back. Okay, where was I? God damn it. Okay, so I left off with him waking up, and he grabs the apple, throws it up in the air, and my boy Ryuk comes in, eats it, and then he's behind him right now. Yes, I'm doing that type of jump. Just so you know, Dobby has the same type of, person following him. And he just walks downstairs. And he gets his breakfast. He then says, Toshinori, when is your training session with, Shoka? And he then said, it's, at 5. And he's looking at the time, says, oh, so it's in 4 hours, alright. And 4 hours later, All Might is training Shoka. At the end of the training session, he then says, I'm proud of you, Shoka, and I can't wait to see how you progress anyway. And she then says, thanks, All Might, and in a dead type tone. He then says, well, I think I have something that can cheer you up, though. And she then says, you can't have nothing to cheer me up. And he then says, are you sure? And, he then says, are you sure? But he lip-synced it. It wasn't him talking. He lip-synced. He then said, are you sure? But that wasn't him talking. And, she then said, yeah, but then froze for a little bit and said, I swear I heard someone else's voice. And he then said, yeah, you heard someone else, right? Alright. You heard the one and only Izuku Midoriya. And he was behind her. And when she turned around, she automatically knew this was Izuku. And she was just staring at him for a long time. And he said, Shoka? But then he was kissed by her on the lips. And All Might was like, yeah, I'll let you guys have your time. And then Ryuk was like, yeah, me too. Let's go, All Might. All Might couldn't hear him, but he just started walking floating with All Might. And he was just out of there. And All Might was like, man, these kids, young love nowadays, tell me about it. That's what Ryu said. He says, they just can't keep nothing. They can't keep nothing under the down low. I'm saying, right, All Might? And he's like, yeah, bro, yeah. All Might was like, wait, who am I talking to? And Ryu stopped for a second and said, how are we just having a conversation? And he actually put that scene in there, bro. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna skip that. Sorry if you guys wanted to hear that, but I don't care. We go back to oh shoot. We now see the kiss broke, and 10 minutes later, my boy Izuku can't breathe no more. He say, no, he's not like that, alright. This is gonna be a little sus. He just okay, hi? And she slapped him and said, hi, that's all you have to say? And he says, what do you expect me to say? It's been a year, and, well, I basically, well, died. So, come on now. And she then says, well, we all thought you were dead. And I was grieving really bad. Why did you not come back sooner? He said, well, you see, I just woke up. And she said, you're lying. He's what the fuck? And then Ryuk's come back and says, hold on, I gotta see this junk come. How does she know you're lying? And he then it's like, I'm not lying. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And she then says, I know when you're lying, Izuku. Tell me the truth. He then says, well, listen, I'll tell you the truth when the time is right. Alright? And she then said, whatever. And he just said, well, since we started the time, you want to go on a date? And she just says, yeah. And he then says, all right, let's go. And they start walking. And then go to the jewelry store. And says, look. You see, I was planning on giving this to you, you know? And he points at a ring. And she says, wait. And she has a blush on her face. And she said, I'm not ready for marriage. And she said, I'm not giving you a ring just to marry you. Alright? And she then said, wait, what? That's what rings are for. He said, not all the time, alright? Not all the time. Rings are mostly for fashion. But I actually said, you know, forget that. I was going to get you a necklace. So I got you this. And he got her a necklace that said ice cream. And, you know, basically, he gave it to her. And, you know, she loved it. She then kissed him on the lips for that. Boy Deku know how to do stuff. So then, he then, goes back to, he goes to take her out, you know, to a restaurant. They go play arcade games, to parks, play. It's not like, you know how teenagers be always going to the park and they just playing around. Not like they're actual kids, but still. After that, he basically takes her home. And then he then says, well, I gotta go. But then she says, hey, no, stay. He says, but what about your father? And she says, well, about him, he's not living over us no more. Yeah. He's not living with us no more. What happened? And she says, well, nothing really. It doesn't matter. And she basically just takes it to the room. Now stop capping right now, Shoka. Stop capping. We know you beat that. You know that guy's dead. The number 2 hero is now Hawks, bro. That guy is definitely retired. He's not even walking no more, bro. That guy got hit. Bro, this guy, she already was powerful with her freaking fire, have ice. Now she got one for all. She went ham on that nigga, my guy. She literally broke his bones. I know he got fucked up, bro. I know that boy Endeavor is not trying to have any more kids. He's not ever gonna try it. But she take him to her room, and already know what goes down there. All you can see, all you can hear, is him saying negative mode, and he just goes crazy all that time. You know what I'm saying? And what's his name? Her brother and sister. Fema Todoroki. Well, how you say her name? They just hear this and they're like, "What the hell?" And they just hear Totoro. I mean, oh, I'm about to say, "What the fuck, nigga?" But you know, they hear freaking Shoka moaning, and yeah. This is not in this freaking script, but hey, who cares? But this is what went on. We already know what went on here. So we still want to clap in the back to see if ass. So you know, yeah, my boy Zach was like, yeah, I heard you guys said we still want to clap in the back to see if ass. So he just on that Polo G. You know what I'm saying? Since he's been listening to that song, since he's been listening to Polo G with his sister. He just been getting all the way into that junk. Not like that, alright? Okay. But he doing it like that with freaking Shoka though. And they just having a good time. My boy, like that they're her brother, he's like, yeah, like that dude, yeah, that boy getting it good. And like he was like, okay. I need to go put some earphones on. I'm not trying to hear that. And for me, she doing the same thing. And 12 hours straight later, my guy. 12 hours straight. Shoka's pregnant. I'm just like, 12 hours straight, my guy. That's what happened. Did that jump for 12 hours straight. Straight. So they only got like, freaking, they did all that to like 9. So so they stopped at 9 a.m. So they stopped at 9 a.m. and started at 9 p.m. My guy. Boy, they had the fun time. They over there had the fun time with freaking World Rocket. But this one was for free. Oh, I'm saying? But, yeah, so they only got, wait, hold up, only got 6 hours of sleep, alright? Only 6 hours of sleep. So, 6 hours later, Izuku wakes up. He didn't see Shoka brushing her teeth with the boy's shirt on. You know what I'm saying? That boy's shirt on. When your girl has her shirt on, she had a good time. Well, that's the facts right there. That's facts right there. Like, oh God, she wake up with your shirt on, she had a good time. Hold up. Alright. So, Izuku, he then wakes up. My boy hugging Shoka from the back, like, hey, you ready for a round? So, yeah, I'm just playing. Like, none of that stuff that I just said happened in the fanfic. But I can already tell, since he said, like, she woke up with her shirt on, his shirt on, you already know it went down. Come on, now, there's no freaking way that it didn't go down. But, basically, that boy, that boy Deku got a welcome home gift. So, my boy Ryuk shows up and says, you sure did do it good, Izuku. And he said, yeah, you probably know. Your ass was probably beating on me. I'm just playing, bro. I'm just playing. I ain't gonna do it like that. I ain't gonna do it like that. All right, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to your name. Like, but Ryuk will probably do something like that. Who knows? Who freaking knows? But anyway, Shoka just smiling right now, and then looking at this. All right, we gotta get ready for school today, and then oh yeah. And they basically just put on some clothes, some casual clothes, and they head to UA. When they get there, everybody is in like the front of gates at the UA. Like everybody in front of class UA, like everybody from the school UA, they're all just at the gates. And basically, Nezu and Nezu is just talking about all the like how we are so thankful for having you guys back, and then he starts talking about Izuku, how he died the hero, and Izuku, he respects that. So then he flies up to the sky, and then said he then basically uses his energy, and everybody sees this. He then writes Izuku is back, and he then writes Izuku is back, baby, and. He didn't do the baby part, but he just put Izuku's back. So after that, he flew down, landed in the superhero pose. He just landed, all right. He just landed, but he did the superhero landing like in Deadpool. But everybody saw him, and they were like, who are you? And he says, my name is Izuku Midoriya. I'm that kid on that statue, the one that sacrificed his life for this whole entire, or half of this whole entire school. So, just want you guys to know that I'm thankful for everyone that respected me, everyone that went to my funeral, and everybody that respects this statue. It means a lot to me. So, I want you guys to know, I love you. I love all of you. Well, the one I love the most, I give a round of applause for Shoka Todoroki. And he points his hand at her, and everybody, he just starts clapping, and everybody just starts clapping too, And then she's embarrassed. She got a blush on her face. She's embarrassed. And then she just runs all the way up there, and then just kind of punches him a little bit. Nobody saw it, but he basically punches him a little bit. And he says, why would you do that? And she then says, why would you tell everybody that we were together? He says, well, it wasn't gonna be a secret for long. And she then says, why would you say that? And he says, well, son, you would know. You would know if you know what we did last night. Okay. That already tells you that boy smashed. That already tells you that boy smashed. That already tells you what that boy smashed. She then blushes from that too, and says, shut up. And yeah. He then says, well, like I said, I love everyone here, and I'm really respectful to everyone. So, welcome back to UA, everyone. And the people that are just now getting to it, I want you guys to know that, I don't know if if the same thing is going to happen to you that happened to me. But if it does, just know that I am here. And you always progress through hard things. Trust me, I know. But anyway, like I said, everybody have a great time in this next school year. And, well, be awesome. Go push Ultra. And he then drops the mic. Everybody just starts going wild. And everybody just starts going wild. And, yeah. So, after that, yeah, it's that. Chapter 5. Chapter 5. Chapter 5, The Rival. of the negative Yondaime system. Solo leveling. Okay, bro, I know that just sounds hard, but I've been going on for a while now. I've been reading. I don't even like reading. So, as you guys know, this is where I'm going to be leaving this video off, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this because I put a lot into this. So, guys, enjoy this video. I want to continue this fanfic. I really do. So, I'll see you guys next time. Naruto Black Ops. Out, my boy. Dang, I'm so